the house lights up. There we go. Hello, everybody out there in Facebook land. Let this fog roll on through here because we are bringing the atmosphere of Transworld to you here at CFX. We are bringing you Fansworld 2020, where we're bringing you all the really awesome things that you would have seen at the trade show into your living room. Because I imagine a few of you guys are off of work right now. How is everybody doing out there? How are you guys feeling? How are you guys getting through your life? I know that you're all really upset and really bummed about Transworld being postponed. Let us know how you're feeling. Let us know how you're feeling about this live stream. Is it making your life a little bit easier, knowing that you guys have us to turn to all week to tune into some really awesome masks and some really and a little bit of fog. But yeah, you guys, once again, thank you so much. We are doing this all week long at 12, 2, and 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be going live on Facebook to bring you Fansworld, trading out all these masks behind me, focusing on different things throughout the live streams. This hour, we're going to focus on some of our animal masks and some of our other kind of creature masks. But yeah, we're gonna get into that in a minute. But I just want to remind you guys about the sale that we are having in lieu of Transworld, bringing the discounts to you. We're doing $100 off any full masks and glove sets. We're doing $50 off any of our hood style masks, so the deformed hoods, the hero hoods, the Venetian, and all those kind of style masks. We're also doing free domestic shipping, you guys. This is a very, very rare deal. We very rarely offer free domestic shipping. There is a code for that to use on the website, but if you bring it up to Jonathan when you email him or call, he'll make sure that it gets applied. Additionally, if you order any of our licensed pieces, you'll be getting a $100 credit towards anything that's not licensed that CFX produces. So if you're looking at getting that They Live mask or the Frankenstein mask, where you need a set of gloves to match, you can use that $100 credit towards the gloves, because the gloves we produced are not licensed items. They are made in-house. So that way you're getting $100 off the gloves in addition to using that $100 off credit from the licensed mask if you buy the mask and gloves. And of course, you're going to get a whole lot of free swag while supplies last anyway. We are selling masks, so we are getting that swag out there left and right. You're going to get this handy dandy tote bag, which is great for carrying your mask in, also great for carrying groceries, toilet paper, Lysol, all that stuff you may be needing right now. We'll also be throwing in a CFX worm, because we want to make sure that CFX gives you worms, in this time of crisis. You never know when you might need a little worm buddy to get you through your life.
You're hoarding all that toilet paper. We're going to give you some worms.
You better need the TP for some reason, right? And then you're also going to get a really awesome CFX lanyard that we have printed for the trade show. This is swag that you would have gotten if you saw us at Transworld. So like I said, we are bringing Transworld and the trade show to you. You'll also be getting a few stickers, maybe 1 or 2 stickers in your box as well when you order through us. And just in case you guys are curious, I know that sometimes on the website we're not quite showing the discounts being applied. This is kind of a mad rush for us to get this sale live to you guys, so if you're not seeing the discount, call us or email us. Sounds like we have some questions?
Jasmine loves the masks, and she's happy that we're live.
Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
Hansine has given us a thumbs up.
Yeah, Hansine. I got you that schedule yesterday, so yeah, noon, 2, and 4. We would love if you would share that. Thank you again so much for not just tuning in, but sharing with your fans.
And
too.
Is the worm edible in case of emergencies? Yes, but it has no nutritional value.
2 out of 10 probably would not recommend to eat said worm. However, if you're left dependent on it, I guess.
It's a good filler.
It's a good filler. Yeah, filler, that's about it though. Alright, you guys ready to dive into some of these masks? You guys got any more questions? Alright, we're going to get right into it. So I'm going to start kind of near the beginning of the alphabet over here on this side. I'm going to go right to my Behemoths. So Behemoth was a newer mask that we unveiled about 3 years ago now. And he is super versatile. So depending on what kind of turtle style creature that you're looking for, we can do traditional like snapping turtle, swamp style, tan turtle. If you're looking for something a little bit more relic like, we have our Golden Idol Behemoth. He was actually a Mask of the Month paint variant that we did, I believe, back in June or July. So he's a little bit different than the standard Behemoth, but we want to make sure that he was a very shiny souvenir worth rating.
Spin him around for us. There you go.
So yeah, he is that metallic gold in color. That is shiny, super shiny, and that gold vein work, as it were, down in his shell area right here. So this is a little bit more matte, and this definitely has some more gloss going on to it.
Chad says he's been glad he's been able to catch the live feeds on his lunch.
Yeah, and that's why we tried to do them a little bit staggered in the afternoon, because we know some of you guys are, Central Time Zone or East Time Zone. So we know noon or 1 o'clock is about when you're chiming in right now. We know 10 was a little bit early for you guys. We just wanted to give you a teaser on Monday for that. So thank you, Chad, for tuning in. And also a little bit of a different variant. We're just calling him Red. But if you want something that's got a little bit more color pop, something that's a little bit more intriguing, not too realistic, but something that's still going to have a really cool look to him.
Almost gives him a dinosaur feel.
Absolutely, absolutely. So he's got some reds, he's got some purples, he's got some pink hues in there. I really like this color, fade in on this guy, to be honest with you. These guys are off standard, so they're not normally color schemes that we would produce, but we like to produce for Transworld unique and fun color schemes that you might not get to see or might not have a reason to see other than, our artists wanting to get a little bit fun and crazy. I do believe we have a Behemoth movement video on our YouTube page, but
if anyone wants, if you guys want to see it, you guys got to just let us know. We'll grab one off the shelf right now.
Absolutely. And so since we're on this middle shelf here, we're going to go ahead and do a backtrack back over here. Some of you guys know Dagon very well. Dagon is a little fish after my own heart. And last year at Transworld, we decided to have fun with some paint schemes. So this is kind of what he normally looks like. This is his discus coloring with the blues and the reds and the greens right down here. But we figured, when you live under the sea, you've got to be somebody's best friend, right? And who is the best friend to a certain mermaid we know other than Flounder? So we decided to take Dagon, gory him up a little bit, and we made him into this Flounder variant. If you are a fan of The Little Mermaid, you would probably get the reference. So we just changed the color of his fins. We cast him in this really vibrant yellow. We made him look like he was chomping on something gnarly for lunch, and we brought him out to you guys.
And talk about the glowfish version that we've done.
So we've done a glowfish or anglerfish version of him where he does glow. Ridiculously so, he glows in UV and black light, and we'll have this little dangle right here. And absolutely, we have the ability to do glow paint or cast him in UV. So if you want something that has a little bit more pop in like an underwater or UV kind of scene, we can absolutely do that to the mask. Looks like there was a question. I saw something on your face.
No, sorry. Cortland just says, thanks for streaming this. Love our masks. Laughing Bear Thomas says, I see my Purvis sculpt.
Yeah, we're going to get to Purvis, I promise. All right, so since we're staying under the water, we're going to squish back here just a little bit. Thank you for being my follow cam over there, Josh. Barnabus is one of our other fish creatures that we have. He's kind of, modeled a little bit simplistic, a little bit more that Insta-mouth kind of styling.
Before you get too much into Barnabus, quick follow-up back to Dagon.
Sure.
I like the high contrast of that when it happened to be reactive. This guy isn't reactive, but we can make him reactive if that's something that you would choose to.
I believe if you go to our website and you visit Dagon's page, I think his glowfish or anglerfish version is listed there, so you can definitely see what that looks like. If it's not for whatever reason, just shoot us another comment, and I will do my best to get you some of those pictures. I'll post them in the comments. But yes, so Barnabus, I believe he was one of our first creature type designs that we had. One of our earlier sculpts. He has gloves that can accompany him. I think we've got them floating around here somewhere, so we'll see if we can grab those for you real quick. But this is this green kind of slimy, fishy coloring that we have for him. We've also done him in a really gross, disgusting warm white, so similar to that vampire you saw yesterday. We have done him where he's got really gross, like matted hair, slimed down hair, like just all over the front of him.
The haired version of him's really gnarly.
It's so gross. Like it looks disgusting and wet, which is, I guess, that's what you're looking for.
Akiko would like to know how much.
For Barnabus, I believe he is within the $575 to $625 range. I can't recall right now. So many masks, so many prices. But if you check out the website, you'll see what his regular price is. And if the discount isn't applied, just shoot us an email or give us a call, and we'll make sure we get that.
And what's that
for
email
you.
address?
The email is info@compositeeffects.com, and the phone number is 225-756-7875. Sorry about that.
Laughing Bear Thomas sculpted Purvis. He's an amazing sculpt.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So you were here from the very beginning.
I see you.
Yeah. And then Aiden Philbin, do you sell foam forms for the gloves?
We do not, but actually what we recommend is getting pool noodles and cutting them in half and kind of just sticking them in here.
Shoving a pool noodle up there?
And you're good to go, yeah. So similar, it's kind of the reverse of what you've seen people do, like cowboy boots and stuff like that. Like, oh, put the pool noodles in there, it has the boot stand straight up. Same thing, just with the gloves. Pool noodles. It'll kind of do that. So that's the only reason why we're not selling any kind of glove forms, because there's a lot of easier alternatives for that versus the mask. So speaking of gloves, here are the gloves for Barnabus. You can see he's got a little bit of the webbing going on between his fingers here. One set of fingers is merged together, so he could be a fish humanoid creature, whether it's natural or scientifically created, or a toxic waste kind of situation has happened. But yeah, so we can do different color variations on him and his gloves as well. Since we're still speaking kind of in an aquatic form, you did see him yesterday. We did put him on for our St. Patrick's Day feed, but we have Jeremiah the Bullfrog. This is him and his Frog Prince variant without the kisses, so you can get him with kisses or without, up to you. And this is his Gia Monster paint variant. I will bring him a little bit closer to you guys as well, so you can see him out of that yellow light. With a little bit of a longer hose, because his neck does inflate and deflate. Normally you can hook up different kinds of things, so but yeah, so you can get him in a multitude of different paint jobs. You can get different eyes. As you can see on this guy, he has eyes that are slanted sideways. On our Frog Prince, they're a little bit more vertical right here. So that is also a different variation for you there. All right, now we're gonna go all the way back around town, get you into a little bit more. Since we're kind of speaking amphibians and reptiles, we're going into Naga and Viper. We're going to touch more on them when we go back into pairs a little bit later too. However, I believe this is one of the first mass pairings that we had in our collection. We had Artemis and Apollo, and then I believe Naga and Viper were the second set of pairings that we came out with. So they are companion pieces. They can be painted to match if you're looking for kind of a combo deal, or you can get them on their own. Naga is the female fit, Viper is the male fit, so you can see that she's a little bit more slender versus him.
While you're on male and female fits, Sue would like to know, she's a fan of the female mask, but she has a large head. What's the max size that a female fit mask would fit?
Ooh, I'm going to be honest, I can't recall off the top of my head, so I don't want to be wrong.
21.
I believe with the female, it's 21.5 inches to 23.5 in circumference, and then that I might be wrong, so let me go back and double check with that, because I have it written down. You would think I'd remember after so many years, but I will get back to you on that, Sue. So yeah, I will re-comment in the comments for you with that.
Then Maximus Christian Bryant, you could be a Mortal Kombat character with that perfect mask, or with the perfect mask, reptile.
Yes. Absolutely, yes. Additionally, just like all of our other masks, you can get him painted in a variety of different schemes. We've done a Killer Croc and a Bloody Croc version of him before, as a matter of fact. With Naga, we've actually taken Gremlin's ears and put them on her and made her kind of a more female Gremlin, which is actually kind of nifty in my opinion. We put horns on Viper before, made him more like a dragon. That one was floating around on eBay for a little while, and somebody finally picked him up, and I'm like, good thing you did, because I was going to bring him home. But yeah, so any kind of snake variation or even non-snake variation, somebody contacted us recently about doing an alien and liked the way he looked, and we're like, yeah, let's do this. But yes, multitude of different alteration options for these animals. Since we're over here, we'll go ahead and do maybe a little bit of a pan down. I was thinking maybe to bring him up. What's going to be easiest for you?
Do your thing. I think we got him.
We've been showing you a little bit of Mortimer throughout the week, but since we're on animals, we're going to bring him into the fold again anyway. Mortimer the rat is a really groovy, in my opinion, mask because he's a rat. Like, how creepy would a rat be to be used in any way, shape, or form? This happens to be his lab rat variation, so he is cast in that pale color, and he's got some really gnarly green UV slime coming out of his mouth. This version does have whiskers. You can get him with or without whiskers. The whiskers is an additional charge, but you can reach out to us and we'll get you pricing on that. And he does have a whole lot of UV reactiveness happening over here. We're going to dim these lights real quick so you can see what he looks like. But bam! As you can see, he's got the crazy UV veining. His eyes do glow. Those aren't lights. That's just cast in the UV. For those of you who might be asking, you don't see out of the eyes. There's just little pocket holes right here on the sides of his nose, and that's where you do see out of. I wouldn't say it's tunnel vision because you actually do get decent vision out of this mask, so it's not like you're looking through straw holes or anything. But similarly, you get a lot of mouth movement out of this mask, even though he is built up more towards the front. You may not get a whole lot of the brow expression. You do get a little bit of it, but yeah, you get to talk very well. All right, now we're scooting back on to another pairing of ours that we have. This is probably our third variation of pairings that we have, are Bast and Con in their tiger variants. We have at least, I want to say, 6 different color schemes for them that are almost what we call standard. We have a tiger, we have camel, we have white tiger, we have leopard. She has an Egyptian goddess variation where she's all black with like really beautiful gold highlights. Personally, one of my favorites. And similarly, you can see here that Con has no whiskers and Bast does. You can also get hair whiskers on both of these masks as well. And similarly, Con is the male fit and Bast is the female fit.
These masks can both be fully haired as well if you like.
Absolutely. Price does come into play on that, but if you have something you want to do, reach out to us. We'll work with you.
And then Ian had asked how is the vision on Mortimer, but I think you just kind of handled that right there.
Yeah.
You get really good vision with him. You can actually see all around you. Any Purvis the Boar versions? We're going to get to Purvis. He's next on the list right there.
Purvis is next on the list.
But we don't have any of the variants right now, just the standard mask.
Yeah, no boar variants right now. We usually don't do the boar variants unless a customer orders him, just because there is hair work involved. And you know, not that it would be sitting on the shelf, but we just usually let our hair artists have the work when it's a customer order. But this is Purvis. So thank you so much for your sculpt.
He also sculpted Bast.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I love Bast.
Bast is one of Tabby's favorites.
One of my favorites when I first started stalking CFX before I got to work here, thankfully. But Purvis, I have a soft spot for Purvis because I like pigs. One of my first haunt characters was a pig. So always have a love and a soft spot for Purvis. He can come in a variety of different colors as well, different skin tones. We can do him as a boar, so we can have that brown. I've seen him green before, which is actually a fun adventure. I've seen him blue before. We've done a variation of Gammon from the Legend of Zelda games as the bad guy with him, which is actually a lot of fun. I think I just shared a variation of that on our social media pages. But anyway, long story short, you can get him with a lot of slop, you can get him without slop, you can get him covered in slop, you can get him with some peach fuzz hair and some chin hair, you can get him with some hair up the top. And tusks and other horn and hair options. So very versatile for a pig dude. All right, cruising on down the line, we've got our Ape Man. Ape Man is just exactly what it sounds. He is a chimp. He's an ape. We can do a wide variety of versions of him. We've done him with hair. We've done him like the Planet of the Apes Caesar with the scarring and the war paints. We've actually even taken his face and put it on our Isaac the Robot mask and made a space ape. So we made an ape that went to space, basically. He is a little bit built up in the front, but same thing, just like with all of our masks, we designed them so that they are comfortable to wear and they fit comfortably on your face. And you'll be able to have your full range of movement. The mouth on this moves wonderfully. And the ears as well have a little bit of jiggle to them when you're wearing it and you're interacting. If you're looking for something that's not super scary for some kind of meet and greet for kids, the Ape Man chimp version is a wonderful option for that.
Chad Blanchard says the LSU Tiger was the bomb. He's sitting in the box over here. I can grab him at any point if you guys want to see him again.
Oh yeah.
Jasmine loves the demon the most. He has been very popular. We're going to touch back on him in a few minutes here.
Absolutely.
Christopher Rocco would like to know how much. Not sure which mask you're talking about, but our ranges go from $575 on up. Average price is between $575 and about $675.
Yes. All right, guys. So in talking,
You want to talk about Gremlin a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So while
We don't talk about Gremlin a whole lot, so.
Specifically an animal. He's still animalistic and definitely a creature in animal styles. Is Gremlin. And so, okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys. There were 2 movies when I was growing up that scared the crap out of me, which is why I'm a horror fiend the way that I am. Was Child's Play, so Chucky, which is a given, and Gremlins. You guys, I have no idea why I was so terrified of the Gremlins after they reproduced, after they got water and fed after midnight. Dude, something about him just scared the crap out of me. I'm over that fear now. It's actually one of my favorite films. So Gremlin is another great kind of character to, if you want to scar somebody, bring back those visceral emotions. But also just another really fun character and creature. I love the jiggle and wiggle on his ears. I believe these ones have a rod in them to give them, that solid support system. You can get them without the rod, so they're super floppy, but that's really up to you. Our standard is to put the rod in him. This is our very vibrant green. We can do him in a brown. We can do him in any kind of paint variations that you're looking for. We can do him in black and white with a certain mohawk if you're looking for a certain Gremlin type character. But yeah, so this is the Gremlin, man. He also does have gloves. We don't have them readily available, but when we talk more about our masks with glove pairings, we'll make sure we bring those out because he does have a pair of gloves that match.
Sam Hain wants to know, any giant panda ones?
Giant panda? Not yet. I mean, we are intrigued with trying to do more animal sculpts. So that is something that we're trying to facilitate. We're trying to figure out what kind of animals we want to do. Definitely trying to bring out more like longer snouted creatures. So hopefully we'll have some fun for you before next year. All right. So sticking with some greens and some weird grubby guys. We have our larva masks over here.
Grub, haha, I get it.
Uh-huh.
It's a grub.
So larva. So this is our glowworm version. Do you mean pick them up and bring them closer to you? No. All right, we're gonna kick on our UV lights because oh my gosh, this guy. Besides my ring, glowworm glows as his name implies. Not only does he glow in black light, he is also glow in the dark. If you can kind of see that glowing happening over there, I know we got some ambient lights. But glowworm serves multiple purposes over there. Go ahead and bring up the full lights. So larva comes in a few different variations. This is his pale variation right here. It's standard. You do have a little bit of limited vision of this guy right here. You actually see out of these 2 little spots right here in his wrinkles right there. So similar to Mortimer, you don't have complete vision, but it's not tunnel vision. You kind of have a little bit specified box that you see out of. Same thing with this. I don't believe there are nose holes, so you are going to be a mouth breather in this guy. We do have his Nightcrawler variation where he's a little bit more brown and he looks more like a grub.
Real quickly, we're going to catch up on some questions
yes,
quick. So the giant panda ones, he's talking the World of Warcraft pandas.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. But yeah, not yet. I mean...
Something we'll work on.
Yeah.
Sue would like to know, the death-looking mask, is that male or female fit? The one next to the bug-looking one. So the Horseman of Death, down there?
It's a male fit mask. I wish we had that in a female fit. Our doll face gets close. We can definitely paint her to look like that. So, she doesn't have to come with the charred side of her face or the hair. So once I get the actual measurements for you, Sue, for the male fit versus the female fit, we can maybe go over that again a little bit later.
Now, Death is a very lightly built up mask,
yes.
So it tends to fit most people very, very well.
Yes, absolutely. There's not a whole lot of build up there, so it fits and it moves with your face.
Can you show some movement with the larva and talk about the vision of that mask? Yeah, I'll grab that one in just a second for you here. Ian. Sam Hain looks like the creature from the X-Files. Hunt scene cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Salvador, Gremlin was my first mask. I know because
remember.
Yeah, it made me mad because I wanted it and you bought it. So yeah. Hunt scene says we have some awesome sculptors. Thank you. That we'll pass that along to the team.
Absolutely, yeah.
They are absolutely amazing.
We're very, very thrilled and very fortunate to have the team that we have and their creative talent. So we're very thankful.
Again, we're way behind here on questions. So what's Tab's favorite?
Oh, you asked me to pick like my favorite child.
Hunt scene says vampire pandas.
Vampire pandas.
Chad says, do you guys have gloves to go with Orlock?
I think I just answered your question on Facebook because I know you reached out. I think you were talking about those
Fiend gloves?
Fiend gloves, yeah, absolutely. The Fiend gloves in the pale should match our pale Orlock. But when and if you place your order, hopefully it's when, not if, just make sure you reference that you want them to match that pale Orlock.
Grab the doll face for Sue and show her doll face a little bit.
Okay.
Any King Shark type masks? No, we don't have any Shark type masks. You kind of see our aquatic lineup. That's kind of what's in front of us right there. Herman says hello again.
Hi, Herman. I saw your message. I haven't been able to get to it. I'm sorry. Obviously, we're a little busy.
Dylan says, hey, CFX crew. I've been loving watching the live streams while I paint.
Dylan
Definitely
Maker?
hope to keep... Dylan Maker,
Yeah.
Keep
See,
these
I
up in the
really do
future. Great job. Yes, we are. These have been so fun and successful that we are thinking about doing it once a month.
Just
there you go.
For you suits, just so you know, on this doll face, all of this hair is hand punched into these little holes. I believe Josh is trying to get that larva mask right now, so you guys can see some movement on that, and then he can talk to you about the vision a little bit more. So obviously the hair does stick to the mask a little bit, but there's nothing. But yeah, guys, again, thank you guys so much for joining us in our live streams all week long. We really appreciate you being here with us. We're having a lot of fun being here for you and bringing the trade show to you. So I'm going to step aside. So here comes Josh.
Okay, you should probably go over there and answer any questions. All right. So, boom. I can see my hands out. Let's see, boom, I lose them right there. But I have pretty good vision. Down low, I lose them right there, to be honest. Up high, right there. So, I can see really good. I'm sure you guys can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you really well. For those of you out there, Ian, you can see the movement on it. You can see when he opens and closes his mouth. You obviously can't see his eyes, which is perfect.
I can see you, though.
Obviously, you can hear really well and everything. You can hear me very well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. Hi, Adam. I see you there. Steven, clown masks. We did clown masks on day one. I believe we have a video that will be uploaded. You can go back to day one. They were our video at noon, I believe. But we may be able to pull some more out for you a little bit later. Fabrice, no, we don't go to Europe for any events just yet. We're still trying to figure out the best way to see you guys over in the UK. So hopefully maybe 2021, 2022, we'll be able to get out to Europe. Thank you, Sam Hain. Again, I appreciate it. Love you guys. Love you too, Adam. We really miss seeing you guys this week.
Who wanted clowns? I got the clowns here. Yeah.
All right, Steven, there's a clown for you. So speaking of, that's a clown version of our Mac the Guy mask. Normally he's in a Caucasian, but we got a funny hair. We have a lot of fun, and we decided to make him a little bit of a clown. Oh my gosh. Someone says try on goldfish, but I think they mean the Dagon the flounder. Yeah. All right, we're putting on Dagon real quick for you. And Jasmine, I mean, like we've said before, that's why we do this. That's why we do these masks. The silicone just really brings the movement that you bring as a performer out into the mask, you know. And so, if it weren't for the beauty of silicone, you know, this might be a little bit more difficult. But we love this product. It's a very versatile and very useful product. All right, so Josh is gonna come put Flounder, the paint scheme for Dagon. His name is Dagon. Paint scheme is Flounder. And you're welcome, Steve, and I'm glad we were able to get that for you. So this is Dagon in his Flounder version. Aiden, I know you were kind of asking about that. So similarly, yeah, he's got really great mouth movement. You can see right where Josh is pointing. That's where you see out of for the mask.
I have really good vision in this one.
Absolutely.
I can see all the way. I can see all the way.
I love the fin movement on this one. And just so you guys know, for the ears, this does have ear holes. It's just really hard to see them. They're right here in the middle of this fin. That's how well we've disguised these for you.
All right. Anything else, you guys?
No questions right now so far, so maybe we can kind of cruise back up to that top shelf. We'll talk a little bit more about those guys up there. Let me recenter this just a smidge. I don't know if you want to maybe raise that back up. But speaking of creatures and animal-like characters, yesterday we have named this demon.
Hold on 1 second. Stephen Parker, what'd you miss? Dang, I missed it.
No, it was
we got it?
He's good.
Okay, we're good now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I answered most of those.
Dobie wants to know, could you put on an imp? You want me to put the imp on, or you want Tabby to put an imp on?
I can't put the imp on.
I'll put an imp on, yes. Of course I'll put an imp on.
So Josh is going to grab that imp, but we'll briefly talk about our rocky demon up here, who was aptly named yesterday. We got him in his desert tan variant, as well as his, what we're calling Ifrit. It's going to be the Ifrit variant in his UV paint. So this is what he looks like outside of UV. Yesterday we showed what he looked like under UV lights. It is crazy, it's popping. We're going to bring him back out when we do a UV segment, which I think is going to be tomorrow. We'll highlight some UV stuff. So this is our classic imp. One of our 3 original character designs and our mascot character. So easy on, easy off. I think he's done this before once or twice.
The imp is in the house! Oh yeah! I've been waiting to come out all week, and here I am! Yeah! You wanted the imp? You got the imp, baby! Yeah!
You can't take this guy anywhere. Oh God. See, now you're just causing trouble. Now it's midweek. Now it's ring around the tabby. Look what you started.
They never let me come out. I'm out. I'm free.
Look what you did. Look what you started. Ask and you shall receive. You're not wrong. All right. So since we're talking about animals, I'm going to hold off on whatever questions we may have, and we're going to talk about creature from the Black Lagoon again. Because he is a creature, he is an animal, he lives in a lagoon, he's kind of aquatic-like in nature. You guys, if you didn't tune in yesterday, when we were talking about our licensed products, we were talking about our brand new design that we have out for our Universal Monsters line is Creature from the Black Lagoon. A monster after my own heart. I am so thrilled that we here at CFX can present you with Creature. Seems like we have a question?
We have a bunch of them.
Okay, lots of questions. Let's hold Creature then.
Hold on a second. Let me catch my breath again. Hold on.
Gosh,
I got to go back
that
into camera mode here.
Man was running around too much, and for some reason they
I caught him, though. Don't worry, I caught him. I
Okay,
threw him in the box.
Okay, you were catching him. All right.
All right. So, Eric Thomas, do you have a Sin of Pride mask on the shelf?
We actually
No.
don't have any Sins of Pride in stock.
As soon as we pour them, they are sold and right back out the door.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we wanted to have some for Transworld, but we wouldn't have even had them for Transworld. We have some more that are coming out real soon.
Yeah.
We'll try and do some more videos for you.
Absolutely.
Hansine says, yay. Michael says, can someone put on the Graveborn? Yeah, I'll grab a Graveborn in just a second here. Jasmine wants me to put the demon mask on again. I may hold off on that one for 1 second just because we've done a few of those. And I want to make sure we get all the other masks shown. W loves the imp, so do I, as you can tell. It's my favorite.
Like I said, but between the Orc and the Imp characters, I can't go anywhere with Josh.
Let's see. How about one right of the green one on the top shelf? Right of the green one. I'm sure he's talking about that Dracul that's over there, the pale flesh one. Steven, let me know if I got that right one. That one over there next to the clown and the green guy. I'll grab him. That's Dracul. If that's the right one. Let's see here. That looks so great. I like to see movement. One on the right of the creature from Black Lagoon. So that's Gluttony. All right, I'm getting a list so that way I can start grabbing them for you.
Write it down.
And we do have another. They want a creature movement. So.
Well, I can put Creature on. I know Creature fits me rather well.
Yeah,
so
if you would like to grab
Creature.
Creature and pick Creature on, I will
Absolutely.
grab this Dracul just in case it was or wasn't the right one. You're going to see it anyways.
And once again, you guys, thank you so much for tuning into our live feed all week. We really appreciate you guys being here. We wanted to make sure that we are bringing the fun of Transworld, hence known here as Fansworld at CFX, to you guys since unfortunately Transworld has been postponed.
All right, Dracul. This mask has been around for a while, but this is a brand new paint scheme on him. He normally comes in a purple, kind of the underworld style variant. But yeah, there he is. Awesome vampire. Yeah, there he is. Obviously, we have no one manning the questions right now, so bear with us.
Kiko Frankenstein is 900, my dear. Walter, I love you. I miss you guys too. All right, I think we're gonna try to get that gluttony going on for you over here, you guys. And just to remind you, the sale is going all the way through till Friday. So please make sure that you get your orders in. Once again, if you're having any issues with the website and it's not showing the discounts for whatever reason, feel free to reach out to us at info@compositeeffects.com or give us a call. Area code is 225-756-7875, and we'll get those discounts applied to you guys, okay? All right, we're working on over here getting some of these masks for you. Rocking and rolling. Josh is getting gluttony over there.
All right, gluttony. Boom. The sin of gluttony, we had released all the 7 deadly sins together. And so that was like the sin of pride, sin of gluttony, sin of greed. I can see just fine. This one is a little bit bigger on my head, but I can still hear you just fine, even though I can feel the thickness of the mask right here. I can obviously talk just fine. And bam, right back off.
So this is Creature from the Black Lagoon, you guys. This is Creature on me on a female fit. It fits really well, believe it or not. There's a little bit of looseness right here that if I were to put my hair probably back in a little bit of a higher ponytail.
Or even wear a beanie.
Would totally fix it. But it fits great here. I can hear very well. I can breathe. I can see. I can move around. And I'm ready to come to a lagoon near you. Let's go swimming.
All right, so I think we caught up like real quickly there. Let's see, yeah, Imp has great movement. Any of the masks that have thin faces like that, you're gonna actually see way more emotion out of them. We got the creature movement. Jasmine, I'm gonna work on that demon. I'll do the UV one for sure. Steven, I think I got you with the gluttony and with the other one. Let's see.
But yeah, you guys, and just so you guys know, Creature from the Black Lagoon is live on our website right now. You can order him. He is $700 for this variation for his green or his black and white, which we will be able to show you a little bit later this afternoon. He's getting his final touches in the paint room right now. But he is available to order right now on our website.
So Sue says she measured head. It might be a bit big. Can female mask styles be applied to male masks?
Not necessarily, unfortunately. We sculpt our masks on either a male core or a female core, and usually those can't be changed once the casting is already done. It's really technical, it's really convoluted, but not yet. Hopefully we have a way in the future to be able to apply the designs from male fits to female fits and vice versa. But as it stands right now, no, not yet. But Sue, email us, message us on the page, let us know what you're looking at, what you're interested in, and maybe we can see what we can do for you, whether it's like a modification or something like that.
And Kiko, I think I heard Tabby answer you. Frankenstein's $900. Price point difference is due to his punched hair.
Yes.
The hair adds a little cost to it. Can we try the Horseman of Death mask on? Yeah, Eric, I'll grab him in just a second here. Again, let me just try and get caught up on some of these guys.
Perfectly like this.
Let's see here. Haley says, hi, Tabitha. Hi. She loves the creature. Any chance of the rest of the creature suit being made? We're working on something like that. Doing a full body suit in silicone has challenges in its own right, but it's something that we would love to do.
Yes, so right now, no, we don't have those. We do have gloves that match our deep spawn, which in a pinch, with a little bit of modification, can absolutely match him. Whoop, no problem. I just put him on Deflategate.
There you go. Steven says, thanks for the try-ons. Not a problem, buddy. Let's see, can you put on the Red Graveborn? Okay, so I have to do Death and the Red Graveborn right now. Which mask has the most realistic movement out of all the ones you guys have made?
Well, I mean, we have a lot of realistic human masks,
yeah,
which obviously give a lot of realism. But in terms of any of the other designs that aren't realistic humans, probably the Imp. The Imp and Belial are probably hands down the two that give the most realistic lifeline. Oh, I mean, I guess Orlok as well. Like Orlok
does, yeah. I mean, any of the real thin face guys.
Yes.
I mean, Gremlin will emote very well. Our Dread Knight. No one ever talks about our Dread Knight mask.
No, we love Dread Knight, at least between the two of us.
Yeah,
if you're watching,
but Dread Knight has amazing facial movement. I'm going to put Death on. Death is actually another one that's really good. When I'm talking about the thinness of the sculpt, you see there's not a whole lot on there, so it's going to allow the material to move and actually grab onto my face and not have the weight of the material dictate the movement. It'll be my actual skin that dictates the movement. Different paint variation. We get different paint variation of Death, but it's the same mask. Yeah, add a little makeup around the eyes on some of these guys, especially the really high contrasting ones. The ones that have kind of the flesh tones and the pink and stuff around the eyes, a lot of times I don't even need to wear makeup. I could just put the mask on and kind of go from there.
Jasmine, when it comes to sweating, yes, I'm not gonna lie to you. You do build up a little bit of sweat while you're moving around in these masks. It also depends on what you're doing and how long you're doing it for. If, like us, you're just kind of putting the masks on and off, you're in a really cool environment, you're not running around chasing people like in a haunted house or in a really warm setting in a convention hall, you're not going to get a whole lot of sweat built up. You may get a little bit warm, but it's not going to affect you too much. When you're moving around in a haunted house, or you're running around a lot, or you're like scaring on Halloween and that kind of stuff, you are going to build up some sweat, but that sweat helps the mask stick to your face that much better. And the beauty of these masks is that it's easy on and easy off. So if you do start building up a little bit more sweat than you're comfortable with, take the mask off, give yourself a break, pat yourself down, wipe the mask out. When you're ready to rock and roll, pop it back on and you're good to go. So I'm not gonna lie to you, you do build up some sweat. I don't like sweating, so it drives me a little bit crazy, but you know, in order to be as really awesomely scary as this, or as cool as the other ones, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Just kidding. So this is Graveborn for you guys. Michael, there you are, the red Graveborn right there for you. This is a special variation that we've done on Graveborn. Normally he's not this color. It was a wrong color cast that we salvaged. We made him this really awesome red demon variant. We had some horns lying around, so we let our painter Brooke go to town, and I think she knocked it out of the park, man. Gluttony, Aiden, is not an animal. Gluttony is modeled after one of the seven deadly sins. And so he's kind of larva-ish, but not quite. I think there's a few more questions on there. Maybe kind of scroll through them.
Yeah, there is. Hold on one second here.
How's my face, guys? Am I still looking normal? Am I still looking? I know it's...
You're good. You're good. Let's see here. Gluttony and animal. So what animal? You just answered that one. Do you have a Dread Knight there? No, we only pour the Dread Knight when someone orders him. There's a lot of labor involved in the casting process of him. We have no problem making him, but we just don't make him unless we take an order for him.
I love him though. He reminds me of Dirk from Dragon Slayer.
That's what he's modeled after, basically.
You can see him on the website though, you guys. If you go to cfxmasks.com, type in Dread Knight, you'll be able to see him. You can type in any of the names of our masks. You can see our entire collection is available on our website. So if there's something here you want to see a little bit closer that we weren't able to pull off the shelf, or something you don't see, you can go to the website, check it out. If there's something you see there, you want us to try it on, let us know. If we have it, we will do it.
Yeah, Chet, you notice we are not using baby powder here. But you go, well, yeah, but I've seen you at the trade show and you use baby powder at the trade show. Yeah, so that's basically just a trade show when we're trying to get people that have never experienced a silicone mask before. Some women that have really long hair and stuff like that, we'll add a little bit of baby powder just to help it slip on and off. Super easy. But yeah, no, we don't recommend any baby powder or any kind of material between your skin and the mask. The silicone will actually naturally stick to your skin and go from there. Yeah, so no baby powder. If you want to practice when you first get your mask and use some baby powder just to learn how to get to sit there, go for it. Don't breathe it in too much. But yeah, no baby powder necessary.
Yeah, we've been doing this for well over 10 years personally, and then at least 4 or 5 years with CFX. So just with the amount of masks that we've put on over the years, it's become second nature to us, so we don't need it.
Is it hard to breathe or claustrophobic?
Funny you say that. No and no. Some people do
sometimes. Just for the sake of honesty.
Experience claustrophobia symptoms. But I can't tell you how many people who have said, "Oh no, I can't do that. I'm claustrophobic," and I prove them wrong by getting them into these masks.
They'll put it on and they'll kind of be like, "Oh, that's not as bad as I thought."
It is a little face huggery, so I mean, if you're not used to having something stick or cling to your face, it can be a little bit at first. However, the longer you wear the masks, the more often you wear the masks, you get used to it, and you can break out your shell.
We call it the alien face hugger experience. So free of charge with the mask. See, Jasmine says, thanks for the explanation.
Absolutely, Annie.
Calvin says, would you recommend wearing a cap if you have longer hair? I'll let you answer that one.
You can. So for me, what I do usually is just usually a braid straight down the back or a low ponytail. It also depends for me on the mask. I don't like using wig caps. I've used them before in my theater productions and stuff. For me, it hinders, in my opinion, how I wear my hair. So I don't. But for masks that are smooth on the back, that might be a good thing to do. That way you don't have any bulges or wrinkles or anything like that. But if something that's a little bit more built up in the back, that's not going to matter. But for long hair, usually I recommend one long ponytail or a braid, wig cap if you like. And if you want more information on the wig cap, let us know. We'll maybe do a video.
Aiden wants to know about a cleaning solution for the mask. Tell him the good thing about these masks.
Well, the wonderful thing about these masks is that they're super easy to clean. Honestly, at trade shows, we use Lysol. We clean the mask with Lysol. It's not going to hurt the mask. It's not going to damage it in any way, shape, or form. Same thing with doing a quick clean on the outside or inside with baby wipes. Baby wipes are totally safe to use on the mask. It's not going to hurt them at all. If you're looking for a little bit more of a deep clean, like with what we do in the haunted houses, honestly, a bucket or a tub of water and a little bit of Dawn dish soap, dredge these masks in and out, rinse them out so the water runs clean, pull them out, pat dry them with a lint-free cloth, and you're good to go, guys.
Eric Thomas, he wants to know about the Baba Yaga with horns up there.
What would you like to know?
He wants to try it on, but if you can allow us to try that on the 2 o'clock hour,
yes.
And that will allow me to get it off that head form in a little bit more of an organized fashion, make sure I don't lose the earrings that are attached to it.
I think it was going to be 4 o'clock where we're going to do the alterations and modifications.
Then maybe 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
allow me till 4 o'clock, but I will pull him off the head form and wear him for you.
Yeah, so that is a Baba Yaga with a horn modification and the earring modification there for you. We're going to go over at the 4 o'clock hour a lot of the alterations and different build-ups we've done in our masks that we have. And at 2 o'clock, I think we're going to go over some of our more mask pairings and gloves as well.
But yeah, so, and also make sure you guys can message us on these pages, and if you have requests, we are trying our best to keep up with everybody.
Where's the bathroom?
I think it's, you know what, I haven't gotten a chance to go yet. So
I was on the roof earlier, but I didn't see it up there. I'm going to check around a little further. What is this place?
We're
at Fansworld. It's a Halloween thing.
How do you not know about Fansworld?
That's clever. That's clever. I would pay a bonus to whoever submitted that.
Yeah, no, I mean you can just kind of come inside and check out all the Halloween stuff. You can touch everyone's stuff and
it's
just
so frightful.
Yeah.
You can touch all the stuff.
I'm terrified. I'm mortified. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Well, best of luck.
I think it's the other direction, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna go over there.
Let me know when you find it.
Bye, Mama.
Random appearances, man. I mean, people walking in and out of this booth, man. They have no sense of common courtesy that we're in the middle of live feeds. But I mean, I guess we're doing business, so I can't complain.
There you go.
I didn't even know where the bathroom is, so hopefully no.
That is not easily accessible.
We had a whole bunch of stuff back here.
Unplanned.
What was going on?
Unplanned. All right, guys. As this broadcast starts to fall apart, Eric Thomas, I will follow up with you on that Baba Yaga on the 4 o'clock hour. Jasmine, we wish we didn't sweat as bad in them as well. But I'll be honest, you kind of get used to it. It's not horrible.
It's not horrible.
Calvin says, okay, gotcha, slick back hair, should be fine.
Yes.
Yep. See, Corentin he's curious as to where the bathroom is too. Hey, if you guys find the bathroom, can you let me know? Yeah. I've been standing here for about 3 hours now.
No idea. I don't even think they brought one for us at this convention, which is horrible.
All right. Well, if you guys don't have any other Jasmine, you better hit that restroom as well. Yeah, Chad, that's one of our newest masks right there. We don't have a name for him yet either, so maybe we'll leave that one open to the internet. And
Special Brett.
Yeah, special Brett.
Yes, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in at this noon hour. We are about here to wrap it up. You've been with us almost the entire hour, so thank you. Check back in with us at 2, where we're going to go over masks with their counterparts, so paired masks as well as gloves. You guys, thank you so much. See you then. You guys. Waiting for some of this fog to dissipate. How's everybody doing out there in Facebook land, live stream land, wherever you may be watching this from? I know we're broadcasting it on Facebook, but we are sharing it across our different social media pages. So welcome to the 2 o'clock hour, you guys. Thank you once again so much for tuning in to Fansworld, brought to you by CFX, in lieu of Transworld, where we are bringing the trade show to you. Definitely wanted to bring your guys' attention over to this really awesome banner that we have printed out. Guys, when we ask you for your pictures to see the masks in all their glory out with what you guys are doing, not only do we share them on our Creature Features weekly during the year, but also we love putting them on our promotional stuff, our banners that we take to us at trade shows. So people can get to see all of your masks and the way that you've costumed them and how you use them in all their really awesome glory. So thank you guys so much, our past customers who have sent us pictures that we have used for Creature Features, as well as put your lovely, gorgeous, spooky, scary faces on our banners. So some of you guys may recognize your faces, or maybe won't recognize your faces, but will recognize some other silicone body thingies. But yeah, we really appreciate how much you guys love our product, and we love seeing you guys enjoy our product, so we wanted to show off this really awesome banner that you would have seen at Transworld, but we wanted to show it to you guys here as well. So, what we're talking about this hour is our male and female masks that are counterparts or pairs, as well as talking about masks that have glove sets with them. Now, we won't have all of our pairs available, and we won't have all of our masks that have gloves here, but we're going to showcase the masks and gloves that we were definitely bringing to Transworld with us, so you can see just some of the options that we have. Well, if there's any questions out there, we can get those addressed first and foremost, so we'd love to answer your questions. Just to let everybody know, this is going on. We have a sale going on right now, so these live streams are going on live with our sale. $100 off for full masks and gloves, as well as $50 off for any of the hood style masks, so our deformed hoods, our hero hoods, the Venetian, and the like. We're also doing free domestic shipping, everybody, so that's not a deal you get most often, so please make sure you take advantage of that. If you're an international customer, please reach out to us, since we're doing only free domestic shipping. We'll see what kind of price points we can apply to you. And you're going to get some free swag that you would have got when you came and saw us at the booth. And last but not least, if you buy a licensed mask, a licensed item, you'll get $100 credit towards a non-licensed product. So let's get to some of those questions.
So Jake wants to know, you got any sculpts in progress you can show us?
Not that I can show you.
We have one in progress that Brett's working on right now.
Yes.
But we can't show it to you just yet.
It's all the way over there, and it's in a few different pieces right now because we're working on some stuff. But hopefully within the next few weeks here, we'll be able to get you guys an updated sculpt picture.
Chris Score, $100 off. Wow, yep, it's the biggest sale that we've ever done.
Yes.
We wanted to go to Transworld. We had a lot of money to be spent for Transworld, but since we weren't able to go, we're giving that money to you guys.
Absolutely, we're passing on the savings to you guys. It's very similar to a deal you would have gotten if you saw us at trade show, just a little bit sweeter, just throwing in some other extra goodness in there for you. But yeah, we're very thankful that you guys have joined us for the live stream with us all week. We're going to go live at noon, at 2 and 4 throughout the rest of the week. While the sale goes on, it goes until Friday. But you know, we just want to make sure that we're bringing the trade show to you since the trade show was postponed. We're We're still kind of not sure what's going on with that. That's a little bit up in the air, but we're here to have a good time, so we're bringing the good times to you. Any other questions on there before we get into some masks?
Nope. Matthew Shepard, most definitely hope to see you all next year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, same here, buddy. We'll have the booth.
Dude.
Yeah, and we'll be raring to go.
I mean, we're raring to go right now, but everybody wants to be healthy, so we're keeping that in mind. All right, so I guess maybe we'll just jump right into it.
Yeah. We have about 30 viewers right now.
You can see surrounding me and behind me, we have just some of our masks that have their counterparts. We mentioned on our broadcast at noon we had animals, and so just to recap, we have Naga and Viper, who are snake-type creatures. They are obviously counterparts, and they can be made to match each other. Something that's actually just go all the way over to Flayed Frank and Flayed Julia.
You're gonna make me dance all around with this camera.
All the way around. So Flayed Frank and Flayed Julia are also counterpart pieces. They can be custom painted to match each other as well. From this really light bloody to dark bloody to more heavy veining or anything in between. Dropping down on that shelf, if you want me to pick them up, I can definitely do that for you.
No, we can drop down, but I'm gonna. Tabby's by herself on camera for a few minutes, you guys.
Alright guys, so dropping down, not necessarily made to be pairs, but can often be paired together, is our Buddy silicone mask as well as doll face. They are they are meant to be, dolls, character pieces in that regard. So very often we see these two purchased together. Buddy here normally comes with a very neutral expression with these eyebrows. The eyebrows are cast separate, so we can have them be in more extreme expressions. So we figured this time around, instead of making him look a little neutral, we decided to make him a little creepy and scary with these eyebrows. Same thing with Dollface. She does not always have to come with this gnarly charred burnness on this angle. She can come all porcelain. She can come with or without hair. She can come falling over. And also we can do different paint variations of them. So if you want him to be more of like a wooden puppet, we can do that. If you want her to be a little bit more of a cracked porcelain doll, we can add more cracks. Or similarly, if you want her to be a little bit more faded in that ivory color, we can do that too. Any questions so far? Just cruising through?
Yeah, Chris says, well, thank you again for keeping the show going and staying safe.
Of course,
yeah, not a problem. And then followed that up with, by the way, did you make the mask for the movie The House of October Built?
That's Dollface. Actually, yes. So the House is October Built. You do use a doll face as one of their icon characters for the movie, as well as the band Kissing Candace. Actually, one of their first masks was a doll face mask. So Joey out there in Kissing Candace has used one of our masks before, and so hopefully again soon.
There's a few well-known haunt characters out there too that use her as their base. Yes. And they've created some really cool characters based on her. I
think Madness Haunted Attraction is one of them. I just keep seeing their stuff all
Exit
the time.
13, I think, as well.
Yep, they have some of those as well. All right, we're going to...
Let's go over to Pandora and Belial.
Keep staying here on this bottom shelf, guys.
I'm trying to keep my levels correct for you guys.
So a lot of you guys saw this pairing on our Valentine's Day photo shoot. Belial and his lovely demon bride, Pandora. We obviously wanted to make a companion piece to Belial. He is such an iconic character, and he is very well loved. He's probably, next to the Imp, one of our best sellers. So we decided he needed a companion, and so that's where Pandora came in. Now this Pandora is a little bit what we call off-standard. She normally doesn't come with the heavy black lips or the heavy black on her horns there. However, it's something we can absolutely do, no problem, especially if you're trying to match specifically to Belial. And same thing, just like with most of our other paired masks, you can have them custom painted to match each other at the same time if you would like.
Damien, which red demon? The one that's on camera right now? If you want me to try that guy on for you, I can try him on for you. Actually, grab him off the shelf and let's do a little demo.
Want me to grab him off the shelf?
Yep, grab him off the shelf right now.
And we'll get into the gloves in a little bit, guys, so you can see some of these masks have some gloves paired in on there.
We'll just give a nice little 360 for him, Tabby.
Well, yeah, let me put him back on that further. So that's one of the downsides of these headphones. Bear with me, guys, sorry. But yes, this is Belial. He, like we were talking about in some of our other live feeds, he is a design that we have had since the very beginning of CFX. He has gone over, this is his third version, so his third iteration of who Belial is, and he is just a very popular demon.
A different paint scheme of him right there as well. You can see him in icy blue, but it is the same mask right here.
Absolutely. He comes in a variety of different paint schemes, and we keep getting requests for new and different variations of him all the time. But he is definitely one of the most popular masks of him. And so yeah, so Pandora, like I was saying, can be made to match him, custom match if you need as well.
Lindy says, love seeing you guys last year. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Lindy.
Thank you.
Jasmine, she loves our demon mask, and
Yeah.
I'll get that thing back on for you again, Jasmine. I have not forgotten. All right. You want to keep going?
All right, we're going to shift back over. You guys saw them on our last broadcast if you were with us at the 12 o'clock hour in Animals. But back out again is Bast and Con. They are a paired, a set of paired masks. Bast and Con can be painted in a multitude of different ways, can be painted to match each other. They can both get whiskers, they can both be whiskerless. Josh and I, we've done a variation of Con as the LSU Tiger since we are based in Baton Rouge. So we went out to the LSU Tiger tailgate, one of their last games before they went off to the college football playoffs. Championships. And Josh was wearing the LSU Con, and I was in a Bast, and you guys, we couldn't go 2 feet without being stopped, and we were there for at least 4 or 5 hours. So if you're looking for something that's a showstopper like that these masks are what you're looking for, especially if you want to go out there with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, or you want to have a counterpart, you want to make more of a scene. Having a companion piece is a really good place to go. So I'm going to go kind of up towards should we go top shelf or should we go mid shelf?
No, do the amp and battery right
Okay.
there. Sorry, tripod difficulties.
Adjustments. All right, guys. So we're gonna go over here to Dracul, and a counterpart that we have created for him that was a modification. So she doesn't normally come like this. She's a modification, but this is Bathory. We created Bathory as our October mask of the month back last year because Dracul needs a female counterpart, and so we're working on getting her into a real sculpt form. But for now, this is our Roxy mask as a base with Dracul's features. So Dracul and Bathory are two peas in a vampire pod there. And if you like, we can absolutely, this is the only Bathory we have right now, but if you are intrigued and you want her to be remade again, or you want her in a little bit of a different color scheme, we absolutely have the ability to do that. So if you're wanting one to match Dracul, we can do that for you.
Real quickly, we're going to go try and keep up with your guys' questions here. So Sarah says, Tab is Bay. I love them all, says Matthew Shepard. Love all your masks, but I'm on a fixed income. Yeah. Well,
I mean, we understand that. We do offer 50-50 payment plans. If that's something that may work for you. If they're on made-to-order items only for the 50-50 payment plans. If you want more information, shoot us an email at info@compositeffects.com, and we'll get you more info on that.
Matthew, once you go silicone, I'd never go back to latex. That's what happened to me, buddy. I was a latex guy. I had all kinds of latex masks. I literally had Rubbermaids full of latex.
He still has them.
I still have them,
He
but
still has them.
now I only wear silicone.
Yes.
So, let's see. Will you show movement of Belial? Yes, I will
Yes,
grab
we
him
will.
off the shelf for you in just 1 second while Tabby's talking. And Joe, do you have photos of that? I'm not sure what we were talking about when that question popped up. Give us a reminder. Photos of what? And then, all right, there you go, Tabby. Keep talking.
Okay,
I'm going to slide you over.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'll get that Belial.
Similar to what we did with Bathory, we did a imp paint job on our Nadia mask. So normally Nadia is a counterpart to our other mask, Abaddon, who we just don't have right now. We don't have him in stock. We have already sold out of him. But we decided, the imp causes so much trouble, he needs a troublemaking counterpart. So I'm going to balance him out a little bit, if it were. So we took the imp's coloring and his tattoos, and we applied them to Nadia. I think some of you saw her on our live stream yesterday. We had Amanda put her on for you, so you can kind of see what she looks like. But honestly, I think it's near perfect. And just so you guys know, all of these circles are all done by hand. Drives Dren a little bit crazy, but I mean, at least she knows how to draw circles, you know what I mean? So yeah, so if you're looking to balance out your imp, cause a little bit of trouble, or to have somebody to smooth things over after he's caused trouble, Nadia in the imp paint scheme is probably a really good place to be.
Hey, Tyler, no, we're just kind of getting going here. We're talking about couples masks and then masks that have like gloves and companion pieces to it.
Yes.
So nope, haven't missed anything. We're just kind of getting going.
Yep.
Didn't know you have a payment plan. Most people don't know we have it. It's not something we advertise a whole lot of. Obviously, we're talking a lot about it right now. But you got to call us and just work through that.
Yeah, there's some paperwork that we need you to fill out involved with that, which is why it's not something like, 50-50, pay now, pay later, this instant option on the website. But reach out to us. We'll get you some more information.
Are we working any deals with the offer we have now and the 50-50 payment plan?
I believe so, but like I said, the 50-50 payment plan is on made-to-order items only, so not anything that we have in stock, because how that works, I'll get into it in a smidge. We require 50% of the total mask cost and shipping up front, and then it's usually about 4 to 6 weeks, depending on how long the production time is for your product, and then that's when we'll reach back out to you prior to shipping for the remainder of it. So realistically, the 50-50 payment option is in your best interest for something that's made to order, because we won't charge you the rest of that until that mask is ready to ship. So on the in-stock items, I'm not sure if we're doing that, but regardless, reach out to us, info@compositeffects.com. You'll be talking to my office manager, Jonathan, while I'm out here making our stuff look good. Or give us a call at 225-756-7875. This is Belial, by the way, doing a little twirl in front of me. Very nice, very nice. Belial has got amazing movement. He's not super built up, so his facial expressions really match your facial expressions when you move in that mask. Doing drive-bys. Demon drive-bys, as it were. Beautiful.
All right.
All right, my loves, we're going to go up top real quick. So as you can see right above me, we have our Creature's Bride, who we were talking about earlier. We have her out when we were talking about paint variations, as well as when we had some of our licensed stuff out.
Hold on one second.
Okay.
Let's. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff here. So
Okay,
let me
that's
just
the question.
kind of
So
make
what
sure.
are
Yeah,
the
we're
questions then?
gonna make sure we just stay current with everything. That cat mask repaints you did. Yeah, the LSU repaint. I think that's what you're talking about. But we've also done like Panthro from Thundercats and all kinds of different stuff with that mask.
Yeah, we've done a Beast. We've done...
How much is Rocky
Tiger.
the Demon? How much is the new demon mask?
I believe the tank
in
version-
UV paint.
In UV paint, I think he is $650. He is on the website, so double check on the website. You may not see the discounts immediately applied on the website. If that's the case, like I said, email us or give us a call.
Look at the price. Deduct $100. No, you're not paying
I
shipping.
believe he is $650 for the UV. Normally the UV is a little bit of an extra upcharge.
I think Jason was saying that I look better with the Belial mask on. I look better with any of the masks on, let's be honest about that. Terry Myers, earlier I was getting 2 voice feeds, so it sounded like a female reporter doing a segment right next to Tabitha, but it was just 2 Tabithas. She has a twin every once in a while. She gets so much.
I am a Gemini, so...
Yeah, she gets so much work done every once in a while that we think that there must be a twin of her. Let's see here. Chris Gore. Let's see. I still want a Boogeyman first. First Silicone mask that got me into him, but I still haven't gotten one. Tab, we have one sitting on the shelf over there. This is my new favorite paint scheme in him. Is like the green
with
jaundice.
this gnarly goo.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, this black goo drip.
For me personally, I'd probably go a little bit less on the drip with just a slight drip on it. But I love that green jaundicey color on him.
Boogeyman is a great mask. Boogeyman also has gloves that can accommodate with him. We just don't have any in stock right now. But if you go onto the website and you look under gloves, they're Boogeyman gloves. They're all twisty, very similar to this, and they have an option where you can get an eyeball in the palm.
What's up, Jerry? What's up, Sean?
Hi guys.
Miss you guys.
We're
Yep.
definitely missing you guys this year. So hopefully this big old virtual hug that we're giving you is self-sufficient for the time being. But hope to see you guys soon. Miss you guys out there on the West Coast.
Terry wants a Boris try-on. I have such great memories with that mask. Yeah, I'll grab him in just a second here. All right, let's see here. Alan, hello guys. Have a possibility for a custom order.
Yeah.
Custom monster that I have not seen on your page. Could you do a custom monster for someone?
Absolutely. Reach out to us at info@compositeffects.com. Let us know what you're looking for. If you have reference images and stuff like that, we'll touch base with the team. We'll let you know what our time frames are, what the price point is for that, and we'll get you guys rocking and rolling.
And sometimes you don't need a full custom sculpt. Sometimes we can take one of our existing monsters and make the modifications and additions and subtractions that you need to get what you want. The reason why we do it that way is to save you that initial custom sculpt cost. Custom sculpts do get into the thousands of dollars. But yeah, no, we would be happy to do it though. It is something that we are very good at.
Yeah, still send us pictures and we'll know right away when you send us those pictures if it's something that we can modify from our existing collection or if it will have to be something to be custom made.
All right. I am skipping some of your guys' comments that are just showing the love. We appreciate that, just so you know.
Yes, we appreciate all the love. We appreciate you guys checking with us and sticking with us in these live streams.
Tyler says it could have sworn in another stream that the 50/50 was applicable in stock items either way.
I think Ken had said that, but he misspoke. He may have something in his brain that I don't know.
You can always call us and we'll work.
Call us and talk to Jonathan. He is the 411, all of that information up front for you. Yeah, Ken was just spouting stuff off the other day.
Yeah, sometimes we can't control Ken. Ken's the boss. You guys all know that.
Boss, so I don't want to stand on camera and correct him, but he usually knows what he's talking about, and sometimes he has some ideas that he hasn't just quite sure.
All right, so I'm going to grab that Boris for Terry, but hold on, real quickly, Alan, you're looking for something close to the Crypt Keeper. We own the Universal license, and guess who the Crypt Keeper falls underneath? We are currently working on our next lineup of Universal masks, and the Crypt Keeper has been my first choice of the next mask to make.
We definitely have a notate for him that we would love to bring him out into the collection and bring him into Silicone. So hopefully,
while we don't have him right now, keep your eye out for us.
Absolutely. Before you grab Boris, I just want to chat a little bit more about Boris. Before we had our Universal license, Boris was the closest one we had to something like a Frankenstein. So Creature's Bride was actually made to match Boris. You see her in a pale paint scheme up there right now. The jaundice version we had of her yesterday actually did get sold. Don't go too far with that yet. Did get sold. So normally you can have them in jaundice counterparts. What Josh just showed you, and he'll show you more once he puts Boris on, is that Boris comes with an option to have a brain flap. So you can have it where it just looks like the head has been cut open, or you can have it where it actually does open and becomes a little bit more interactive and have a brain underneath there. So he's going to put that on and show and demonstrate that to you. But yeah, Boris was one of the first masks that we had to, be a semblance to Frankenstein, and that's where he came from. And since we actually have Frankenstein now, it's a little bit harder to want to bring Boris out. But he's an oldie but a goodie for sure. So yeah, go ahead and show off that. There you go, that brain flap. There you go. Absolutely, that's perfect. Matthew, the fog is hard to work in. Froggies just sets it off randomly sometimes, though. So, it might show up. And Chris, yeah, a Monsters line would be fun. You can technically still use Frankenstein as, part of the Monsters. You can definitely, it'd be easy to make a buddy into oh my gosh, what's his name? Eddie Munster, and all that stuff. So, there's options. Yeah, we've got some old people we can do Grandpa Munster, so it's feasible. It's feasible. But yeah, guys, that was Boris up there. And,
I should have probably left it on, put the glove on for everyone.
That's okay. The last couple I kind of wanted to talk about that we have available behind us, not specifically a couple, but people who can go together, are our natural humans. We do have a line of natural human style masks.
They can't see it yet. Hold on one second. There we go.
There we go, our natural human masks. So this is Mac, the guy, and Roxy, the girl. As a matter of fact. So Mac and Roxy are probably our two most versatile natural human masks. We have used them and modified them in so many different ways. Roxy is probably our most modified mask. If you can swing behind you, Roxy here is also the base for that Tessa zombie. Roxy here is also the base for Bathory. As well as a multitude of other female variation masks that we've done. So, very versatile, but can also be used as companion pieces. have some other questions floating around up there before?
Yeah, I'm sure there are. I haven't been...
Some other counterparts that we have that aren't available right now. We have Artemis and Apollo. Let's see who else we have. Artemis is a stone-like creature, so if you get her painted in a specific paint
She looks like a statue.
She can actually match Gargoyle over here very well. So if you match her in that stone color, we can absolutely do that. But yeah, you guys. So I mean, there's so many beautiful options. So this is what Artemis looks like in her marble variant. We don't have any Apollos out right now. We're actually reworking him just a little bit to make him fit a smidge better on most of you guys.
Yeah, Tyler, give Jonathan a couple of minutes. Every time we do these streams, he gets overwhelmed up front.
Inundated with calls and emails. So if he doesn't answer, please leave a voicemail or even email him. He will be answering the calls and voicemails and emails in order that they come in. So just bear with him and bear with us. He's the one man in the front of the shop right now since I'm out over here.
And Jasmine, I'm seeing your comments. I'm not ignoring you. I'm waiting for me to get the chance to go grab them.
But yeah, so this is Artemis, Weeping Angel. She's very great for a Weeping Angel and that kind of scene too. I like to do the living statue gags. Personally, my favorite.
That was for you, Matthew.
Asking you shall receive.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and put Artemis on just because we don't really have her out and I feel kind of bad. No, we haven't shown her a whole lot. Was there some other questions or somebody else?
Yes, there's some stuff while you're getting in there I can kind of answer.
Yeah.
Alan, so which is better, a full mask or a half mask for the more real effect? The full mask, obviously. You want to get the mask as tight as possible on your face. You want to have it all on your chest, so anytime you move, it's going to move with you. But yeah, so I would always recommend a full mask first. There are sometimes some working conditions where a full mask isn't always possible, but yeah, I would recommend the full mask for most situations. Let's see here. Dennis, awesome mask and demonstrations. Again, thank you, sir. We'll be talking much more. Let's see, universal licensing is so huge you can make masks that people don't even realize is universal owned. Terry, if you saw the catalog of what is available to us, you would be blown away. There are so many different properties out there that Universal owns the rights to, and they've basically given it to us. All we have to do is submit to them what we want to do, and then start showing samples, and they'll approve them as we go along. But yeah, so Crypt Keeper, I'm really pushing hard for it. I'm glad to see a couple of you guys are on the same boat as me.
We all grew up with that creepy shit, right?
Let's see. Can you put a deep spawn mask on? I don't think we
have any.
Yeah, the deep spawn masks, they have become a made-to-order mask. So we don't keep a whole lot of them in inventory here due to the cost. You know, each mask is a lot of silicone.
I believe we have a Cthulhu hanging out on the shelf that may be able for us to try on. It just got done being coated after paint, so we'll take a look at that, and then maybe at the 4 o'clock hour we'll be able to grab at least a Cthulhu for you. And who knows? I own a deep spawn personally for my haunt collection. Maybe we'll be able to bring him in and show him off to you a little bit. That way you guys can really see what he looks like.
Yeah, we could bring our personal one.
Absolutely. And just so you guys know, we have almost all of our mask movement videos available on our YouTube page. I'm constantly trying to upload the new mask videos, the new mask movement videos, as well as update some of the older mask movement videos. But Deep Spawn is definitely on there, so definitely give that a go. But we'll see what we can do about bringing him in.
Chad, do the gloves fit good and tight after the air is out? I guess. We're going to show you that in just a couple of seconds. But yes, they fit super tight. Let's see here. Nice to see the gloves with the mask. It's a good combination. Crypt Keeper would be amazing. Yep. Well, I want to see something that makes a Crypt Keeper and a clown. So we could obviously, once we do, well, you know what? That may be difficult with licensed stuff.
It's tricky because usually we only have authorization to do
for
one
two
or
different
two
paint jobs.
Yeah. When it comes to paint, but like the Game of Thrones stuff, there's no variation. We're lucky that with most of the Universal monsters, because everybody knows them in their black and white, and then they also have their color variations. We have the option to do those two. So depending on Universal, depending on what we might be able to do, usually we can only do 1 or 2 paint schemes, and can't do anything fun like doing clown makeups. But you know, there's.
But once you bought the mask, whatever you wanted to do with it afterwards, that is your call. Okay, so I know I got to put the UV demon on. Am I missing something, guys? I did Belial. We did Boris. Was I missing a mask? I feel like I'm missing someone's request. I'm watching you guys.
Well, I mean, we could always.
All right. Well, let's do some gloves.
Yes, that's what I was
All
going
right.
to next. So quite a few of our masks, the male masks specifically, have glove sets that match them. So for instance, what Josh is going to put on right now and demo for you is our beast gloves. Our beast gloves are meant to match our con mask. However, we have modified them to match other masks as well.
The Frogzilla gloves.
Yes, as a matter of fact, Frogzilla that we created for froggies, they have gloves that match their mask, and it's the beast gloves just without the nails. So we had a trim job on the nails, went to the salon, took off the nails, and did a little bit more build up to make them look a little bit more like frog-like.
All right, so this is how we start with the gloves. We roll the sleeve down, all right? We don't need all that sleeve to be in our way. Whenever you double up on the silicone, it makes it a little bit stronger so you can get the stretch in there. In the trusty bottle is good old 99 alcohol. Not only am I killing any viruses that may be in there, but it's gonna make it so much easier for me to slide it onto my hand, and then that alcohol will just evaporate and it'll be gone. You can use powder as well. We used to use powder all the time. Discovered alcohol works so much better. You see that just slid right in, right, like a glove. So what I do after this is I'll turn my hand upside down and I'll do a little squeeze. And if you can see right there, there's a big bubble of air. I'm gonna squeeze that bubble. I'm gonna burp that little bubble right on out of there. Burp, burp it, burp it, burp it, and boom, now it's out of there. Now I'm gonna pull this sleeve down, and I have full range of motion. It is actually tight on my hand. Right there. The silicone is sticking to my palm right now. There's no gap or looseness in there. If I wanted to grab anything, I can grab things and be fully functional with it. I mean, obviously I'm grabbing a full mask right there, but you guys get the impression. You see how it fits around my arm? I could actually put a sleeve over this, and then it would completely disappear, and that's what it would be. But you see. And these guys have a little bit of a build out on the pads. You see how that's kind of a big old pad, you know? Bam. So I can feel that in there, and you know, it's a little bit weird of a sensation, but I still have full tactile motion of everything. All right, and then when we take them off, it's just a reverse process of rolling them down your sleeve. A lot of times Tabby will help me with this because I'm lazy. And, yeah, it just makes it a little bit easier to have a second set of hands.
Well, especially if you're not familiar with putting on the gloves, especially by yourself for the first time. Asking for help is never a bad thing.
But it's just a slow process, you see. I'm just kind of casually doing this, and then bam, my hand will come out. With the alcohol, I don't have all that leftover powder and everything like that, but the powder will not hurt it. Some people prefer the alcohol, or the baby powder versus the alcohol.
Juan, to answer your question, we're not sure when those bigger horn molds for the gory demon boogeyman may be available. We've got a lot of stuff going on in the shop right now, but I will definitely put a note in with my casting manager about when those horn molds might be available again. So Josh is going to put on the UV demon again. I think Jasmine, you're the one who asked about that.
Jasmine's been asking for him. I feel bad.
Jasmine says the glove looked amazing on your hands, by the way. Josh?
Thank you.
Chad, okay, so Chad, you're the second one asking about the fog. We already did the fog.
Hit the fog button.
I mean, we can do more fog.
Hit the fog button. Second one down.
Second one down. All right, we'll get you some more fog. Fine.
Let's play in the fog.
Hey, Damien, to answer your question, it is very likely too late to do UV. Reach out to Jonathan ASAP. If you placed your order 3 weeks ago, the likelihood that the mask has already been cast and started in paint is very, very high. So please email Jonathan, and yes, there is an upcharge for UV work. And Joey, no, we have not shown the Cthulhu yet. Like I was saying earlier, he is sitting. There's 2 different variations sitting on our drying shelf right now.
Go, Adrian!
So we'll grab those when we can, and we'll get those on there. Jasmine says, "Here's my mask."
So Tabby, hit number 2 for me over there.
So here's what he looks like in UV, guys. Yeah. Doing Do a big old 360 spin, Josh. I mean, you could do a slow big 360 spin. That'll do.
Turn around slowly.
Take a step back. Beach in. Beach in. Yes. So go ahead and spin around to your side. There we go. Because I like the way those horns look from the back. There you go. All right, you guys wanted fog. You guys got fog. All this fog, you guys.
There's just pure UV.
All right, now this is just pure UV. There's no additional white lights or anything like that right now. All pure UV light. That thing is freaking gnarly, dude. I hope you guys love this as much as we love this mask. This guy turned out badass. And yeah, Johnny with Hansine, I'm so stoked you were able to get this guy. I really think you're gonna love him, dude. I really, really do. Hey, Alan, no, we do not make custom teeth. However, there are, well, let me backtrack. Some masks have teeth kind of built in on the outside. Sometimes we do have the ability to change those teeth, but if you're talking about teeth that you wear while wearing the mask, we do not make those. There is Dental Distortions and Nathic Nightmares are the two companies who we would recommend for those teeth. Right there for you. Johnny Hansine, to add UV, it varies, but UV can cost, sorry, 1 second, guys. UV can vary between $25 and up depending on how much and the intensity and stuff like that. So reach out to us, to Jonathan, and he'll get you taken care of. Dennis, we love that magma work too, man. Jasmine says, thank you so much for wearing that mask, Josh.
Not a problem. Ask again. I'll put it back on. It actually fits really nicely. It's a super comfortable mask.
So yeah, you guys, just briefly, we're going to touch on some of the masks that we have that have gloves accompanying them. Belial is one of those masks right there. You saw Josh put the gloves on for the Beast gloves for Con. So Belial also has gloves that are scaly in nature that match his glove, or excuse me, that match his mask. A lot of people ask about sizing. We like to say that if you are a medium or large in like surgical gloves or latex gloves, you will fit into these no problem. I'm obviously a small. I swim a little bit in these gloves. I can honestly put these gloves on almost without anything in them. But I'll go ahead and put it on so you can kind of see what it looks like on somebody who's a little bit more petite. Where did you put that alcohol?
I drank all the alcohol.
I found it. You didn't even share?
Nope.
You didn't even share?
You know how it works. Fend for yourself on alcohol at the trade show.
That's right. I know where to find the booze.
And obviously you see Tabby. Tabby has no problem just yanking that thing right on.
So while it does fit, it's not as snug as I probably would have wanted to be, but I still have full range of movement. I can still, do all that stuff. I can still grab things as well. So while it may not be a perfect, comfortable fit, it will still work. However, you do see there's a lot of like twisting and buckling that happens. So that's what it looks like on someone who's a little bit more petite, a little bit smaller, versus someone like Josh who can fit things a little bit better.
All right. So let's see. What's the mask called next to the eyeball? I think you're talking about Vengeance. We'll swing over there in just a second.
Absolutely.
Alan, how long does it take after you order a mask, and do you do discounts for ordering more than one item at a time?
We do. Okay, let's start with the first one. Depending on if your mask is made to order or if we have it in stock is the difference in time frames. If we have it in stock, it will usually ship out within 3 to 5 business days after we process your order and we receive your payment. And then there's time in transit, of course, depending on where you're located. If it's a made-to-order item, so if it's something that we don't currently have in stock right now, and it has to be made, so cast and everything like that, and then painted, I think our production time is about 6 weeks right now. So you're looking about a 6-week turnaround time. If you have horns or extensive buildup or heavy, extensive paint detailing, it could be about 8 weeks. So that's that's kind of
good rough estimate right there.
What was the second part of that question?
And do you do discounts for ordering more than one item at a time?
Not more than one item at a time.
But right now is the best time. If you're going to order,
Yes.
you will not see another discount again like this for the remainder of this year. I guarantee you will not see this again.
Yes, we normally do price breaks at 10 masks or more outside of these normal sales. We don't offer that during the Halloween season, so leading up to Halloween. So usually
August.
beginning of August until Halloween, we're not able to offer that 10 masks or more. You'll receive a little bit of a discount. But reach out to us if you want to order more than 10 masks. Jonathan will be more than happy to help you.
We do have an additional discount over 10 masks.
Yes.
Let's see here. All right, so Chad just helped Alan out with the dental distortions for his. All right, so then it'll just be Vengeance to answer Lars.
Yeah.
Vengeance, the 3 masks that are up there. I will get them a little bit closer for us. So these guys right here we did a design a mask contest last year, and this is the winner of that contest. We have 2 additional designs that we really liked, but he was by far what we wanted to get into Silicone as the first one off. So this is the blue variant. This is the paint scheme that the guy that designed it, Andy Lambert, he came up with this paint scheme right here. I will go ahead and grab the red one for you as well. And this is going to be one of our variants that we've opted to go with.
Hey Jasmine, you order all of your products through our official website, cfxmasks.com or compositeeffects.com. That's the only place to go to buy our products. That's where you go, babe.
And then this is the Xenomorph Black Edition. And obviously we can do him, we can do different colors and stuff on this part right here, but there's the black version of it as well. We have 2 different paint variations that are in the paint room right now that we're waiting to come out. So if you keep watching us for the remainder of the week, hopefully we'll be able to show it to you.
Hey Alan, and I think you were asking how about masks and gloves at the same time. We actually recommend that, so if you're looking to get gloves to match your mask, that way we can actually paint them both at the same time to make sure they match. And usually I think wait time, I think that's what you're asking overall, it's going to be about the same for that. It's not going to be 6 weeks and then 6 weeks. It'll be about 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks for both of them to be done at the same time, and then shipping time to get to you. Especially we try to make sure that the items are made at the same time, especially if they're made from the same order. And 9 times out of 10 they're going to be matched, color matched anyway. So yeah, it's about 6 weeks is our rough window right now for made to order items.
Obviously, we've been very busy during these sales. This has been actually really good for us.
Fantastic.
So production will start to increase
Yes.
as we start taking more and more orders. And we are taking orders every day. As we speak, we are taking orders.
Absolutely.
So if you need a mask, get your order in now. That way we can make sure we have it out to you. Obviously, you have plenty of time. We'll definitely get it out to you before Halloween now.
Yeah. Like I said, our time frame is about 6 weeks right now. It can increase, like Josh was saying, as we get more orders from made-to-order masks. The closer to Halloween we get, the longer the wait period may be. So, like Josh was saying, don't wait. Especially with this sale, we're offering the $100 off full masks as well as the gloves, and the $50 off the deformed hoods, the hero hoods, the Venetians, and the like, as well as domestic free shipping, you guys. Like, we haven't done a sale like this probably ever. I think the last big sale similar to this was when we were getting clearancing out all those zombie masks. So now is the time to buy. Don't wait. If you've been hanging on to it for a hot minute, trying to, being on the fence about whether or not I should buy the mask, buy the mask. You're not going to see a better deal than now.
All right, just a couple comments real quick.
Sure.
Lars, not a problem. That red one, the Red Vengeance turned out so good. It was kind of a surprise. All of a sudden, it was like, oh, let's do a red one. And bam, that's what popped out. Sarah painted him, and Sarah is absolutely amazing. She's been knocking them out. Yeah. How many masks can a person buy at the same time? As many as you like. Buy all the masks. All of them. Yeah, you can buy all of them if you want.
Yeah.
I'll package them all up for you, get them right on out the door.
Yeah, there's no limit on how many masks you can buy at a time.
Justin, thank you for loving our product, man. Yep. Steve wants to see some Game of Thrones.
We had them out yesterday. Where were you? Just kidding.
We'll grab some of those in a second
Yeah,
here.
I think Night King is off screen over there. But I guess we might be able to bring those guys back out a little bit later. I guess.
Yep. person wants to buy 2 masks, can they do it? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Again, we're a store. We produce everything in shop here, but our whole goal is to sell these masks.
Yes.
We make them to sell them. So,
Yes.
and we'll make as many as you guys want.
I mean, they look cool on our shelf, but I'd rather have them on your guys'
On your
heads,
shelf.
on your faces, and on your
Yeah.
shelves, and out there in the world doing really cool things. You can send us pictures, and we can share them with everybody, because that's what we like to do.
So Alan had a mask from our older line, and you guys have the best quality. Definitely highly recommend your stuff. I love you guys. Thank you for answering my question.
What mask do you have, Alan? I'd like to know.
Yeah. What mask, Alan? So I bought my first one because I was a customer before I was an employee. I bought my first one. It was a York. I think I got him in 2007 or 2008.
Oh, I think it was 2008.
Yeah.
You've gotten it right after we got together.
Yep. But yeah, okay, yeah, not a problem. And then Tyler, he did for his first purchase. Steve missed it, so yeah, we're gonna look for some of that Game of Thrones stuff for you here in a second. Can you see where the rat-looking mask on the ground? Mortimer.
Mortimer.
Mortimer's getting a lot of
So much love.
Yeah,
this guy.
I've hit him on a couple of times. Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna step off camera. I'll let Tabby just sit here and talk to you guys while I go find a couple of things. It'll be a slightly different version of Mortimer that I get for the try-on.
I think he's back in his box.
Yeah.
So you guys, again, thank you so much for tuning in with us on our live stream at Fansworld. We were also very disappointed that Transworld had gotten postponed this year, but we still wanted to make sure that we brought all of the fun and really awesome, cool things that we would have brought to Transworld to you. And we want to bring some atmospheres. We got the sound, we got the lights, we got the fog. Thank you, froggies. And it's been a really good time. So, I know it's a weird time for a lot of people. I know a lot of you guys may be home for the rest of the week. So we are definitely happy to be here to fill in that time and, give you some entertainment in your day. So for you who wanted to see some Game of Thrones action, this is our Night King. Obviously one of our biggest sellers for the Game of Thrones line, between him and the 2 White Walkers we have. Obviously the Night King is the most recognizable and the one everybody wants to be. So we can always give him a good home and give him the thrilling ending that he probably deserved a little bit more from on the show. But yeah, we had a whole feature of people who had Game of Thrones masks and whatnot from us leading up to the season, the last season premiere before last summer. So, we're intrigued to see what happens moving forward with Game of Thrones and the new series that they're talking about, the prequel series. Maybe we'll learn more about the Night King and other White Walkers and other Whites and other things from north of the Wall, and maybe it'll be an interesting good time, and hopefully we'll have some other variations.
And don't mind me, I'm just looking for masks.
But yeah, you guys, yes.
Oh. Alright, well then you guys take this one. That's way too far of a walk for me to go to.
So Josh is gonna grab Mortimer up real quick, you guys, and pop him on so you can see what he looks like. And Mortimer, like I was showing in the last feed when we had our animals on, is very UV reactive. He's got a lot of different detailing work that you can't see in the day, in normal light, that you'll be able to see in that UV light. So I'm gonna step away so he can do that, and I will get that UV light going for you.
And so I realized we've been just throwing these things on and off our heads. I'm going to show you the proper way for a guy to put a mask on right now too. So you put your hands inside the mask with the face going straight down, roll the neck over, stretch that mask out. You aren't going to rip the mask. You see what I'm doing? I'm stretching it, all right? Back of the head, walk it forward, pull it on.
There we go, man. All right, I'm gonna bump that.
Number 2.
Oh, hold on.
Go hit number 2, and then pull the first one down. There you go. Down.
Yeah, Uber UV. So you can see on Mortimer, this is our lab rat version. So there are no LED lights in this mask whatsoever. Those eyes are all just UV reactive. Those veins are UV reactive. All that toxic goo around his mouth is UV reactive. And yeah, that thing's gnarly. That's one of my favorites, man. All right, back to regular light here. Let's see. Yeah, lots of light. There you go. And Jasmine, to answer your difference between what's the difference between silicone and not silicone, the fact that silicone, most masks that you would see in like Halloween and party stores are made out of latex, which is a rubber just like silicone. However, the silicone that we use for our masks
we use a medical grade silicone.
It's a much different material, like Josh was saying. It's a medical grade silicone, and the durability of it is rated to last over 20 years. And you know, we've been in business for at least 13, and we haven't had any problems with the material itself.
Yeah. Silicone as a material is just a superior material in a lot of ways to latex. You get much better stretch out of it. It's a much softer material, so it's actually softer than skin. And it's rating. You have different hardnesses of the rubbers, and yeah, so we use a shore that is softer than skin, and so that's one of the advantage. That's what gives it that texture and that ability to move and flex like that. The material itself is good to 500 degrees, so you can leave one of these masks in your hot car. We're from California originally, now we're out in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It's hot wherever we go. So we can just leave the mask out in the car. It's not going to melt or deteriorate. Again, my oldest mask was bought in 2007 or 2008. I can't quite remember exactly when. But it's in perfect condition. I use it in my pro haunted house. Tabby and I are haunted house people. We own a pro haunted house, and we use the masks in our pro haunted house all the time.
And the difference between latex and silicone is latex likes to break down and corrode over time. Silicone won't do that. Latex also likes to kind of bleach itself, so it loses any color that may be on it and becomes whatever color the latex is after time. Silicone's not going to deteriorate, it's not going to break down, it's not going to lose its shape or color over time, and it's not going to, stick to itself where you can't unpeel it from itself. So that's the difference in between the material, and that's why Ken wanted to develop these masks. In addition to just cutting down time in the makeup chair, it's a much better product overall. That's why we make them.
All right, let's see here.
Okay, so we don't have a whole lot of questions. We're
anyone else anyone else buying masks for a possible purge? Just kidding. We have our inventory already, obviously. Whatever you guys don't buy, that'll be what's left over for me. So if you guys want the good ones, you got to buy them, so I don't hoard them all for myself. Let's see here. Moses, you guys made me a heart. Love it. Yeah,
yes. Moses, yes, I remember speaking with you.
And we will be talking about some of our Siljib body parts.
Yes, tomorrow we'll get into more of the guts of stuff. So we'll bring out some more of our guts, our big mound of guts, more of our body parts, our ears, our eyes, our kidneys, all that stuff. We'll be showing some of that stuff off for you guys tomorrow.
Let's see here. And we kind of covered the difference: silicone, not silicone. Silicone lasts virtually forever. Latex will start to deteriorate. Yep. Some latexes will barely last you a year or two.
Also, there are people who have allergies to latex. There is no allergies to silicone. Hopefully not yet. Hopefully not ever. So that's another benefit. You don't have to run the risk of having any allergies to this material.
How many masks do we have that do the UV reaction? We can make any of them. Yeah.
Right now, behind us, probably about a dozen. But we can do any mask besides the licensed stuff with UV variations. So over 1,000, I'll say, because you can vary a lot of different things. We have over 250 designs, so I'm going to say over 250 masks. You can do UV on.
Renee asked, "You guys make clowns here?" Yeah, we do clowns. There's one over on the end right there. There's a couple of them actually over on the end right over there.
I heard you were looking for clowns.
Yes, there's a female clown right there. Any of our masks, besides the licensed characters, as Tabby just said, can be painted with clown makeup. Absolutely. So if you wanted just that realistic man up there, if you wanted him to look like a clown, you could. If you wanted to take the vampires and make them be clown vampires, I don't know why you would, but you could. So basically anything you want, we make everything made to order here. Yeah, so that's the same mask right there, just with the clown paint job on it versus a standard paint job. Tristan, we are looking for sculptors right now. Shoot us an email with some portfolio information, and we will follow up with you and talk to you about what we're looking for.
Please send that to careers@compositeeffects.com. We'd love to talk to you, get more information from you, and hopefully work with you.
Also, how do your masks differ from Immortal? They are very similar, mainly in the sculpt. You know, their sculpts are different than ours, but they use a very similar material to what we use. Some of their masks are made out of a slightly different silicone than what we use, but they all come from the same manufacturer, and very little to no difference besides the sculpt and what you're looking for.
Absolutely. One big Silicone family. We love the guys over in Immortal, George and Andrew, and the rest of the shop. They're fantastic people. We're actually very upset that we're missing a big Silicone family dinner we normally have at Fansworld. So we love you, George. Love you, Andrew. If you guys are out there watching.
Tabby and I used to be able to go to the Immortal shop all the time and kind of hang out with them. Now we're out here in Baton Rouge, so it's a little bit harder to go out and visit with them every once in a while. But yeah, great guys over there at Immortal. They do amazing work.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's a different style. That's what differentiates us from them. We do similar things. Like we all have similar animals. We have similar, you know, like rats. We all have cats. We all have like dogs or other beasts. We have natural humans. We have nightmares. It's just a style difference, and that's really all it boils down to. So if you like our stuff, awesome. If you like their stuff, awesome. Just buy it from both of us. We'll all be happy.
Yep. Jasmine, she wants her demon mask to last long. Any recommendations?
Treat it well, and treatment and care for the mask is really minimal. Treat it well, and it will treat you well for many years to come.
If you're buying it during the sale right now, Jasmine, you're going to get a head form.
Yes.
It can live on its head form until you're ready to wear it. Boom, there's a raw head form right there.
These are what the head forms look like that you get when you order your masks. The weird, awkward three-piece ones that we've been putting the mask on and off of are just what we usually use to travel with because it saves space. These are what the head forms look like that you get when you order the masks. They either will be black or ivory. They normally come ivory, so if you have a preference, please let us know. But yeah, so you'll get one of these with your mask when you order it during the sale. You can have it live on this head form for its entire life until you wear it and then put it back on the head form. Or you can lay it flat, kind of just hanging out, doing its thing, kind of like this. It's not a big deal. That's not going to hurt or damage the mask whatsoever. When you order a mask, you are going to get a care card with your stuff that basically talks about how to care for your mask, how to wash it, how to put it on, how to put it off, and how to store it. But honey, if you have any questions, if any of you guys have any questions about storing, carrying, or washing your masks, reach out to us. We are more than happy to help you with that, okay?
So for normal wear and tear, guys, it's some dish soap and water, and you just rinse the mask out, let it dry. You can pat it dry with a towel. I wouldn't rub it, but you know, you can do a light patting on it to dry it.
Make sure you can try to pull it inside out so you can get the inside dry as well. Mold,
do that. Leave it.
Mold can happen if you leave things super damp, and like if you wash your mask but you don't dry it and then you put it in a bag and you
in a wet bag
for like 6 months and then pull it out. Mold can happen. It's easy, just pat the mask dry, that way you don't run into that issue, and then you're never going to have to worry about it.
Again, but if you're buying during the sale right now, you're going to have a head form. Store it on the head form. It's going to come in a plastic bag as well. Keep the plastic bag on top of it. You see every once in a while we'll grab a mask and it's still in its plastic bag. That's how we keep them here, just to keep the dust off of them so we're not washing them all the time.
Absolutely.
But yeah, they're pretty impervious to everything. You should be able to keep your demon for, I'd say 10 to 15 years, no problem.
At least, absolutely. Guys, we are coming up on the 3 o'clock hour. You guys stuck with us for this entire time asking tons of questions, and we want to thank you. We're going to finish up with some last questions here right now before we call it for this live stream, but we'll be back at 4 for some modifications and whatnot. So any last few minute questions, and we'll get to those real quick.
Yep. Justin, yes, those are our big eyeball masks. Tune back in at 4 o'clock and I'll put one of them on for you.
Yes.
It's one of our new sculpts right there. Those are 2 different masks right there, a UV version and a standard version. Do you guys do a Relic the Clown mask? No, we don't, but we were just talking about Immortal, and normally this is all about CFX. But yeah, go ahead and check out their website real quick, and you might be able to find what you're looking for.
We won't make anybody else's masks, so please don't ask us.
Yeah, we don't copy masks.
If the company is still in business, we would rather you go and support them.
Justin says just spray the inside with alcohol. You should be fine. Exactly.
Alcohol or Lysol. The alcohol is not going to hurt the mask. Alcohol does eat away latex, so a lot of people are like, "Oh, I don't know if I should use it." You're not going to run into any issues. It's totally fine.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. See you guys at 4 o'clock Central Standard Time. Until then, see ya. Hi, guys. Always got to play in the fog. It's not Fansworld if you don't play in the fog. Alright, we have made it to the 4 o'clock hour, you guys. Woohoo! It is almost the end of the day. For those of you who may be watching this still at work, or for those of you at home. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate y'all being here and joining in with us as we have day 3 of Fansworld here at the CFX shop, you guys. So for those of you who aren't familiar, CFX, we are doing, basically we're bringing Transworld to you. We're bringing Fansworld, as we're calling it, to you. Since the show has been postponed for the time being, we still want to make sure that we are bringing you the most epic and awesome deals possible. So we're having a sale all week long in conjunction with these live streams. Our sale is $100 off any full mask and or a set of gloves. $50 off any of our hood items, or deformed hoods, our hero hoods, and
Skull
the like,
hood.
Skull hood, the Venetians, and the like. So those are $50 off. We're also offering free domestic shipping, you guys. That's free domestic shipping anywhere in the continental United States. If you guys are international, or if you guys are in Canada or Mexico, shoot us an email. We'll work with you on pricing on that. And you're also going to get a whole bunch of swag. You're getting some swag that you would normally would have gotten if you saw us at the trade show. And
Go over that swag again.
I'm sorry?
What kind of swag do we get?
We got a lot of cool swag. Let me show you the swag. You will get a really awesome yellow CFX tote bag. It's nice and big to carry your mask in, but also to carry any toilet paper or Lysol you need to be stocking up on in this time of need. You're also going to get a really awesome CFX lanyard. Check this guy out. Made specially for you guys at the trade show, but now you're going to get them in your handy dandy mask or glove box whenever you make your purchase. And you're also going to get a CFX worm. We're going to give you worms in this time of crisis, because with all the toilet paper, you guys must have worms, so we're going to give you some worms here. Also, one thing I didn't mention is that this is all going to be while supplies last. We do have about 500-ish pieces between the worms, the bags, and the lanyards. So order now, order soon. Make sure you get some of the swag. And one thing I didn't mention yet is with our licensed items. We are unable to offer discounts on any of our licensed pieces. So the Game of Thrones and Universal licenses, we cannot offer discounts. However, we got you guys covered. If you do buy a licensed item, we are doing a $100 credit towards a CFX product. So if you're looking to pick up They Live or Frankenstein, but you need some gloves to match, the gloves that we have are not licensed pieces, so you can pick up a mask and get $100 off for the sale for the gloves, in addition to another $100 off with that credit for buying that licensed mask. So if you're interested in that, check out our website. If you need the discounts applied immediately, they may not be showing online. Reach out to us at info@compositeeffects.com, or give us a call at 225-756-7875. Before we get into some of our alterations, which is what we're covering this hour, I'm going to want to address any questions that we may have right off the bat.
Herman says hello.
Hi, Herman.
He's watching.
Thanks for tuning in again.
Simone's watching. Salvador's watching. Some of the regular crew is out there.
What's up, guys? Nice to see you. Well, nice to hear from you, I guess. I guess you're seeing me, I'm not seeing you.
Yes, Aiden. It's all about when you place your order. So since your order's already in, you have pretty much guaranteed yourself a swag bag.
Yes. It should be notated on your invoice. If not, if you place your order during
it's
the
on his
sale,
invoice.
Then perfect. You're gonna make sure you get it. Don't worry, we got you.
All right, no other real questions right now. Give you guys a couple of seconds to organize your thoughts. It is the last stream of the day, so we're gonna let you guys kind of dictate what you want us to do on this one. Yeah,
so we're covering just general alterations that we've done on our masks before. We can do custom modifications to any of our existing products. The licensed stuff is licensed, so we can't really change those guys. But we can change paint, we can change wounds, we can add horns, we can add different ears, we can, add some hair in certain areas, we can add UV paint.
Brow buildups, nose buildups, chin buildups.
Yes, so buildups galore. We definitely have the ability to do a lot of really cool, magical, fun things here with the masks. So we're going to take you on a brief tour of just some of the modifications that we've done before.
Simone, the king of demons, is sending his greetings over to us. Greetings back, sir.
Oh yeah, because you've got your custom Abaddon with those horns and the Sin of Pride, I think. So
yeah,
he's got that warm white Sin of Pride, which looked amazing. We were all not sure how that was going to turn out in the shop, but we really like the way that looks, especially with your costume, dude. It looks really amazing, man.
All right, that's all we have right now. I would slowly dive into modifications. Now, when we're talking about modifications, what are we talking about here? What is this? new masks? Is this old mask that we make
That's
changes
what
to?
I just covered.
Yeah.
Our modifications are changes that we've done to any of our masks. Old masks, new masks, not necessarily new designs, but just different variations of masks that we have in our catalog. Like we've taken ears from one mask and put them on another. We've added gills on another. You know, we've added.
Well, since you're talking about ears and gills, let's go right into it.
Absolutely. All right, so we're gonna dive into Mermaid Roxy, who was our mask of the month for May. It was Mermaid last year, so we created a mermaid. If you can pan up a little bit, this is Roxy in her Caucasian form. Here, I can bring her down.
Good.
And this is actually the base mask for Mermaid Roxy, which is why she's called Roxy. So what we've done with her is we've added her ears. We changed her from her human ears and added Dagon's side fins and created these really beautiful ears on her. We've built up these gills right down here. So this is all hand built up with additional silicone. And same thing with these fins. These fins are also pieces from another mask that we have trimmed and custom cut and made into eyebrows for her. Mermaid Roxy is, in my opinion, a very beautiful mask. So a little bit less, a little bit different than the scary stuff we normally do. But we like doing pretty stuff here too. And just in case you guys want to see her full 360, this is the back of her. This is a wig that we put on her, which is fully removable. You can buy her with or without the wig. In my opinion, she looks beautiful with the wig. But if you want to see what she looks like without the wig, you can also see this gorgeous fishnet scale work that Jen did up on her. It's so beautiful and so delicate, especially all this really, really light vein work in the ear section right here.
Yeah, it's a little blown out in the bright light, but
yes, she is available. She is on our website. She's Mermaid Roxy. She is available right now if you want to take her home. Somebody better take her home before I do, because I do have a mermaid tail and I do want to use it and I want to take some pictures. So you better bring her home before I do. So that is a wonderful Mermaid Roxy. I am going to put her.
So now on her modifications are basically her ears, her gills, and her brows right there.
And then paint as well, but paint is part of her doohickey anyway. And so this wig is a one-of-a-kind wig. So if whoever takes her home and then whoever orders her next, the wig will be different. If you decide to take her with a wig, you can try to find the same wig, but it might be a little bit tricky to get the exact same one. So, speaking of Roxy's a modification, we covered her a little bit last hour. We were going over pairs. But similarly, another Roxy modification where we took Dracul, our vampire bat, and we took his ears and his brow and nose and cheek areas, and we literally just merged them with Roxy's face. So this was Bathory. She was our mask of the month for October, of course, aptly. And she has been a big hot seller. A lot of people, a lot of women who are a little bit smaller framed like I am, love Dracul and want to be a vampire bat, but we hadn't had a female counterpart, to Dracul in a while. So we got a wild bat up at our belfry, and we decided, Dracul needs a little bit of a counterpart, even if it's just some modifications on Roxy. She's a wonderful accompanying piece.
all right, we're gonna go over a couple of the comments and questions in here. So Simone, can't wait to see the new masks. We've showcased them quite a bit. They're all up on the top shelf over there. Towards the end of this stream, I can go ahead and start grabbing those again and showing those off to you. Not a problem with that.
Absolutely.
Carson, what the hell is this? This is a live stream with a bunch of masks and a couple of Halloween weirdos that are just having a good old time trying to show you some Transworld stuff.
Absolutely. Carson, welcome to Fansworld.
Yeah, it's Fansworld 2020, buddy. All right, Michael says, love my Belial mask. Got the first desert version of the mask. Still holds up almost a decade later. So there you go, decade-old mask.
Right.
So yeah, there's a ice version of the new sculpt over there. There is a version 2 Belial, I believe, right down there. Or is that might be version 1? Yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah, no, love Belial.
Belial's an oldie but a goodie right
Yep.
there.
Red one right there as well.
There we go.
Lots of Belials out there. Okay, see, how you doing, Sean? Nice to see you on all these streams all the time. Let's see. Michael says, these masks are so worth the investment. If you're really into Halloween, special effects, etc., I won't comment anymore. Bored during quarantine in Philly. Hey, that's why we're doing this, Michael. We know you guys are all there stuck. We're kind of stuck as well, but we had the ability to do this for you.
We're stuck here having fun, so we're bringing the fun to you guys.
Yeah.
We know it's a weird time for a lot of people right now. It's an uncertain time. One of the reasons why Transworld got postponed, but we're here to bring Transworld to you, trying to bring as much interactive and fun stuff that you would normally be seeing us do at Transworld here on the live stream for all of you guys. So thank you guys so much for tuning in with us. It's been a really great week so far. We've got at least 2 more full days of this.
And and the masks are an investment. You're right. They're not the most inexpensive masks that you've ever seen out there, but the price point that they're at is because you do get a decade's worth of enjoyment out of these. My oldest mask is about 14 years old right now. So it's one of those things.
It's a longevity thing. So yes, while there is a little bit of an investment up front, these masks are designed to last you a very long time, and the care and maintenance is minimal. So as long as you treat these masks well, they will treat you well.
And for those of you that have talked to me at the trade shows, I'm going to reveal my little secret right now. It's the investment, right? So you go out and you're going to invest $600-700 on one of these masks. You're probably going to invest a couple $100s into a costume. Hopefully you go through one of the great costume makers out there, or you even just make something yourself. Yep. But then you go out and you win yourself some costume contests. Bling, 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 bling. And that's how you pay for your mask for the next year. Yeah. There's our little secret right there. I'm not going to say it anymore because I can't be having competition out there to win all these costume contests. But that's how you pay for your masks, everybody.
One more return on investment in that regard.
You up front, you put the money out there. Go to 4 or 5 different contests. Yep. You're guaranteed at least a second place finish in almost every match.
You're guaranteed to win at least one. If you enter more than one, you should be able to win at least one.
All right, so there's my little insight and secret. I normally don't tell it that unless you're in person at the show. But yeah, there you go. Carson, where can you get one? Go to cfxmask.com or compositefx.com. You can order directly through our website. You can also give us a call here at the shop. Obviously, Tabby's back here in the back with me right now, but Jonathan's up front. Yep. The telephone number is 225-756-7875. We will talk to you in person and walk you through the entire process.
Absolutely, Carson. Yeah, you can buy these masks directly through us, like Josh was saying, through our website. If you go to our Facebook page, it'll have a link to our website there as well through any of our products that we have listed there.
Be sure to only buy from us, though. There are scam sites out there that will use our pictures, but you do not get one of our masks. You will get a Party City latex mask.
Yes, we have one authorized reseller, the Horror Dome. They are not part of the sale, so please don't go to them and try to get in on the sale with them. Only buy through us here at cfxmasks.com in order to get in on the sale. But yes, if you're curious about where to get these amazing products, that's where you go.
Yeah, Sean, you're out there in the Bay Area, locked in shelter in place, buddy. Ooh. Don't you leave. I hope you got all the food and toilet paper that you need. But yeah, no, hey, hang in there, buddy. You know, we're here for your entertainment. We'll try and keep these streams going. Friday, we may just try to stay on the air as long as we possibly can. We'll see how that kind of goes.
We're still tentatively scheduled to do a crawfish boil on Friday. Hopefully everything goes well. We'll have a few other members of the shop who are still working.
So we've discovered that when you're in the South, whenever anything goes wrong, you have a crawfish boil and everything's back to normal. So that's what we're doing. So there you go.
We're trying to make everything back to normal by having a broil on Friday. So hopefully it'll all be good.
Yep. Carson, the masks are a little bit pricey. They start at $575 and they go up from there all the way up to $2,000-3,000 depending on what kind of options that you want on it. We have a couple of custom collector masks that are limited editions. Some only have 30 total masks out there, and they run $1,750. It all kind of depends, but we do have some half masks and some hoods as well that will start at about $400. Let's see here. All right, Jasmine. Let's see, Carson, you get any mask you want? Don't get the demon. That's mine. Jasmine, don't worry. We'll make more demons if necessary. I would love to have to make a couple more.
These are not one-offs, especially a lot of our new stuff. We have the ability to remake them, so they are not one-of-a-kinds unless you make it one-of-a-kind. How you make it one-of-a-kind is by doing different kind of alterations and modifications and add-ons. That's where there's only one thing kind of comes from, and that's because it's very specific to a certain order. But don't worry, Jasmine, you're a demon. We got you. I'm very excited that you're excited for it. But don't worry, we're getting you your demon.
Sean says, did I miss movement demo for Igor?
Sort of. we did that on Tuesday.
We did it yesterday.
Yes,
Yeah,
we did
it was
on
yesterday.
Tuesday,
But I'll grab them and throw them on at the end of this stream.
Yeah, so I mean, if for whatever reason we don't get to it at the end of this stream, Sean, on Tuesday, I believe it was on our 4 o'clock feed on Tuesday, we did a lot of our new stuff. So you can always revisit that, but we'll do what we can to get him on this week.
All right, let's see.
We got a lot of masks to cover still.
We do. Cheapest mask, about $400. Like I said, it'd be one of the either the half styles or whatever, the hero hood.
Our hero hoods are the least expensive option in our catalog right now, and then the form hoods are about $450, and then they go up.
Yeah, Simone and Sean both confirming. Yeah, won four costume contests with your mask. Sean says winning costume contest and CFX mask confirmed.
Yes.
Yeah, Sean
Simone,
Sean's worked at my haunted house, guys. That's why I have such a casual attitude with him, and he's also a huge CFX fan. He has quite a few of our masks for his personal collection.
He's getting definitely one already squared away for later on this year. He was just messaging me about They Live, so I got you, Sean. And yeah, so if you guys were wondering, the gloves for They Live, since they're not a licensed item, there are crusty zombie gloves in the blue. So if you want gloves to match They Live, keep in mind it's the crusty gloves, or if you mention that to Jonathan while you're getting your order, he will know what you're talking about and he'll make sure to apply that. Same thing with Frankenstein. It's our natural human gloves, but if you're ordering Frankenstein and you want gloves to match, just let Jonathan know and he'll be like, I know which ones you're looking for, and he'll make sure we get those on there for you.
Nasib, we're still waiting on our N95 approval, our N95 certification approval right there. Haven't got it yet. Got our fingers crossed though.
That being said, if you wear one of our masks, people may not want to stand too close to you, so there you go. Just saying.
Yeah, Jasmine, again, don't worry. We got you covered on that demon mask. I won't let anyone steal it from you. Let's see here.
Josh might, but no.
Any chance we can get a closer look at the Jeremiah Bullfrog? Yes, I will grab that one for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover these modified masks real quick, and then at the end of it, I'll just start taking requests and start grabbing stuff off the shelf and throwing it on for you guys. Okay, I think we're back.
Speaking of, we're going to get back into a little bit of our alterations and modifications with our Outlander mask, who looks a little bit less alien-y, a little bit more buggy today.
So Outlander normally... There he is in a pearlescent pearl. And he's designed to be an alien, but we quickly discovered...
that he looks like a cockroach.
That he can easily be a little cockroach.
Especially if painted correctly and having some antennae added on. So yes, this is Outlander and his cockroach variant. I believe he's actually popular enough that we put him on the website as a standard option for him. I do not believe he is UV. However, we can definitely cast him in UV if you want a weird glowing roach. Why not? I think we've also done like a fire ant locust version of him, a fire ant, and locust version of him as well. So there's a lot of options and possibilities for him. As you can see here, obviously these antennae are flexible and they do move around and they do bounce with you.
Yep. But it gives off that good insectoid feel. If you're doing a big bee room, we could turn him into a bee. Any of those types of things, obviously, he can definitely pass off as that.
Might need a handler to figure out your distance with him a little bit, though.
Do me a favor, grab the other Outlander and just do a side-by-side for me.
Scoot my board over just a smidge.
But there you go. So alien version over here on the right, insect version over here on the left, and there you go. And so just again a small example of our modification program where if you want a particular mask and you don't see it in our catalog, it does not mean you have to do a full custom. Maybe it is just a modification of one of our existing masks.
Absolutely. And so Graveborn, we covered him a little bit earlier in in some of our zombie stuff. Graveborn normally isn't in this crazy demon vibrant red. It was a little bit of a miscast, and we usually never let anything go to waste here. Very few and far between is there any waste here whatsoever at CFX. So what we did is we had some extra horns kind of lying around.
So here's a standard version, and then the red version.
That's fine. I was just trying to make some room. We had some extra of these horns lying around, just kind of miscellaneous leftover pieces. And we gave them to our artist, Brooke, and she just went to town and made him a really gnarly demon zombie guy. And so, I mean, we never know exactly how things are going to turn out until they turn out. And more often than not, it's a wonderful, happy surprise and happy accident. As Bob Ross would say, oh, it's a happy little accident.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, he just looks, if Greyboard didn't look gnarly and mean already, him in this red with these horns popping out here, I think just make him even more standout-ish.
All right, let me catch us up real quick here. Let's see here. If this economic stimulus package gets approved, I'm totally getting at least one mask torn between the frog and bony Nephilim. Here, Tabby, slide to the side just real quick. Bam, there's Nephilim right down there. Nephilim, an amazing mask. But Jeremiah is also... there he is all the way down there at the end. Also an amazing one. Again, I will pull these off and do try-on videos for you guys, just so you know.
All right, we're going to continue the modification game just a smidge.
Yep.
Do you want to go up top? Do you want to go down?
You tell me where we're going.
Let's go low, and then we'll go to the top, and then we'll do modification stuff.
All right.
I can pick him up with that
you didn't go over Punch.
Oh, I did go over Punch. So we don't have his marionette version right now.
Because he sold already.
Yeah, so this is Punch the Marionette in his demon variant. So normally he's not in this...
The Red Devil.
Excuse me. I said demon, didn't I? I meant devil. See, demons, devils.
Tabby's getting tired.
I need more coffee, you guys. This is the devil variant. So he has these extra little devil horns up top. He's in this beautiful red paint scheme with these really fun little eyebrow and mustache accents right there. He's available on our website as this. This is a much requested variation, so we've just added that to our website. Him on the website as such, but you can get him in his vintage paint job, which is the one that had sold yesterday, where he is
kind of a wood grain marionette.
Absolutely, more of a marionette, but he still does have that mischievous brow, just without the red and without the horns right there. So he's definitely a variant too.
All right.
All right.
Where are we going?
Scroll down.
Going down.
Want me to pick him up? Are you good?
Yeah, I got him right there, but yeah, pick him up when we're talking about them.
So this is Scratch. Scratch is...
Real quickly, the teeth on most of the masks are silicone as well, but we can do acrylic and resin teeth. Sorry, just answering a question.
So this is Scratch the Demon right here in his demon variant, as a matter of fact. So normally... This guy may look familiar, right?
Yeah.
He kind of reminds you of a certain creeper kind of character. That's on purpose. We had a lot of requests for our Scratch to be modified to be the creeper. And so what we've done is we've actually gone ahead and we have this whole, what we kind of call a face hugger appliance, where it's this whole piece right back here and all of these long fingers that go down to the front where we add on. And then also, we can add creeper hair. You can get him with or without hair. Personally, I think he really completes the package when you put the hair on him.
Gotta have the hair.
Gotta have the hair. And actually, Adam over at ATX Dark Creations make an amazing costume that goes wonderfully with this if you're looking to be that Jeepers Creeper kind of character. I believe the costume is called 23. And
again, that's Dark Creations ATX.
Yes, Dark Creations ATX. But yes, I believe the costume is called 23. I've seen some pictures of it. It looks amazing. So check that out if this is one of the designs that you need to get your hands on. So he is available on the website. I believe he's available on the website in this variation, so you don't need to do any kind of custom requests or anything like that.
And guys, know also that hair can be added to these masks at any point.
Any point.
You can buy a mask without hair and have that added in later. We do herring here in shop. We can also recommend two different people that do amazing work with hair. One of them being Jerry Almond. Jerry, if you're out there listening on this broadcast, I'm not sure. We say hi. There's Tabby smiling at you right there. But yeah, Jerry is amazing, and there are a couple of other guys out there that do amazing work with it.
All right, so moving right along, this guy may look a little bit familiar to some of you, right? Just a smidge familiar to you guys. This is actually our hero hood with some side pointy modifications. So he can be your dark crusader, as it were. Obviously, we don't have certain licenses, so we don't want to call certain things some things, but because this is a modification to one of our existing masks, you can get this and you can go out and be that character.
Be whoever you like to be.
Be whoever you want to be. Go fight crime in some weird city in the dark and have a signal in the sky so people can find you. We can absolutely do that. So with our red hero hood, we can also do some weird lightning bolt modifications on the side, especially if you're running really fast around town and stuff like that. So our hero hood is supremely versatile for a lot of different variations. So as you can see,
get it any color you want.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it normally doesn't come with the ear modifications, but obviously that's something that we know how to do.
That's what we're covering right now, so we want to go over that. We did actually have a customer who ordered this who didn't want their mouth through here, so we were actually able to take Mac's mouth and insert it into this space. So that's another version of a modification that we can do. We can take the mouth areas on some things.
Yes, Chance, this is still live.
Stuff.
You're still watching us live.
Hi. So yeah, that's just another version of modifications that we can do. And I know we covered him a little bit earlier. We were talking about our clowns. I believe it was on Monday we were talking about clowns. But this is our Sin of Gluttony with clown makeup on, as well as some hand punch, really gnarly, scraggly hair. So this is an add-on or a modification to a mask that you can absolutely do, no problem.
Hey Sal, you'll have to call us and get a quote to punch hair. It all depends on what we're doing.
Yeah, it depends on how much, how long,
what mask it is,
and all that kind of stuff. Similarly, again, we also covered her on our last segment. This is Nadia with her imp color scheme. Not so much of a modification as a paint change, but sometimes...
But we changed her ears, right?
No, I think her ears are like...
No, ears standard?
I'm sorry. The ears may be different as well. I can't remember what Nadia's normal ears look like, but I think they are pointed.
Yeah.
We sold Nadia yesterday.
Okay,
We sold the regular ones. We can't quite compare. But yeah, so she is a variation or a variant also because of her paint. So sometimes a little paint difference can go a long way.
Chance, yeah, as soon as Tabby's done kind of going over these modifications, I'll grab that Graveborn and I'll put that Graveborn on for you so you can see a zombie.
And some of our horned variants are kind of all the way up at the top, so give Josh a second here so he can adjust the camera. Woo. Right? We talked about Baba Yaga before with her horn add-ons, as well as the stretched lobe earrings going on there. We can do that. We can do earrings or facial piercings pretty much to any of our masks. Earrings are obviously very popular, especially the gauge earrings. A lot of clowns will like to have like those big gauge earrings. So we can absolutely do that if that's a style or a variation that you're looking for. We can 100% include that into your mask. And then this is a very intriguing modification because it's a little bit of a different variant. I believe this is Mac with a brow alteration, an ear alteration, and these super crazy ram horns and a hand-punched beard with the soul patch. So there's a lot going on in this guy. So you can see he was once a normal human, not so much a normal human these days, with these crazy horns and that ear work right there and that brow buildup. That's it. Just some of the many variations for buildups and alterations and modifications that we can do to these masks. Honestly, you guys, the sky and your pocketbook is the limit. Depending on what you're looking for, we can usually make it happen for you. So if you see something that's on the website that's a little bit close, or you have something special in mind, shoot us some pictures, let us know what you're looking for. We can see if we can make it out of our existing catalog. Yeah, some questions before we start throwing some of these
Let's
masks
see
on?
here. So Chance just wants to see a zombie, and like I said, I'll grab that Greyborn, the standard flesh color Greyborn.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
In a second or two here. Has any changes to the werewolf mask, to Lupus?
Not yet. Lupus is definitely in need of a little bit of a redesign. We're toying with either, because we have the universal license, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. There's been a lot of requests on if we're going to do Wolfman. So if we do move forward with that, obviously Lupus is going to go, his own thing. But we've got some ideas for a new revamp, for a new kind of wolf and werewolf character. But that's a little ways off, so just bide your time. We'll be there. Hopefully we'll have some good stuff for you soon.
Denal wants to know, would you make any ABBA girls mask?
ABBA, like the band?
Yeah, I believe so.
Well,
I'm not familiar with what they would.
So likeness, to make a mask that looks like somebody else, is a lot of nitty gritty that get into that. So if you want to know more about that, just shoot us an email. We can get you some information on what kind of goes into that. But not necessarily. I mean, we can make a lot of different things. However, it's kind of up in the air. But yeah, you guys, we covered a lot of the modifications. Like I said, this is just some of the modifications that we can do. We're not limited by anything other than your guys' imagination. So, Josh, were you gonna grab any more questions?
Let's see here. Jasmine, don't worry. All right, here, hold on. He's there. He is. He's right there for you, Jasmine.
Make sure you place your order. Make sure he actually is yours.
I'll say, yeah, get that order placed so that way I can pull him off the shelf and I can put your name on a bag and he'll be ready to go for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you get, just so you guys know, if you guys call and place an order, as soon as we're done with this live stream, I basically start pulling masks off the shelves and getting them over to shipping and receiving, so that way we can get them out to you. Yeah, we are ready for them to go find a new home. Let's see here. Denal, I have some of your masks and they are great. Thank you. Obviously, we're always down to make any kind of mask. It's just we need guidance on what you guys are looking for. Aiden, can we see the ice cream cone? I don't know if I have the ice cream.
An ice cream cone. That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
We usually only cast that once we get the request for that for the mask, so we don't have it just lying around.
I'll see if I can butter up. I can see if I can butter up Anthony tomorrow to cast one out for us, and we'll try and have one before the end of the day. Sean reminded me he wants to see Igor and Teratoma.
Got you.
Any other paint jobs on the bench for Rocky? Not right now, but we want to come up with 2 more paint schemes for him.
Not slated right away. I think Jen's got one other paint scheme kind of in her brain for him. But I mean, if there's something specific you guys want to see, let us know. We'll definitely take that.
Yeah, if you have some ideas, send us some messages on what you would like to see,
Absolutely.
color-wise for him. All right, so Tabby, talk to him for a little while.
Why don't you hand me something really awesome that just came out of the paint room?
Oh my goodness, are we gonna do it? I was gonna make him wait till tomorrow.
Oh no, I mean we've
Make him wait.
We've already given him most.
Just make him wait.
You want to make him wait?
No.
Well, I don't know what else I'm going to talk about. Will you
All right,
guys
I guess we can talk about that.
Okay, you guys. So we have been obviously sharing a lot of our new designs and a lot of our new sculpts and a lot of the new paint schemes on these masks. We've been talking a lot about Universal and we've been talking a lot about Creature. What you guys haven't seen yet is his black and white color scheme. So here he is for you, everybody. Creature from the Black Lagoon in photorealistic black and white, right? So some of you guys went and were able to see Creature from the Black Lagoon when it first came out, possibly, or it was one of the movies that your parents might have exposed you to when you were probably too young to know what monsters were, and you saw the creature for the first time in this color palette, and it just probably blew a lot of you away. I know it blew me away. But here is Creature from the Black Lagoon in his classic grayscale look. I mean, we worked really closely with Universal to make sure we got not only the sculpt just right, but also the color palettes just right. They are the owners of the trademark, and so we want to make sure that we were doing everything correct by them and making sure that we could bring you the most screen accurate version of Creature from the Black Lagoon possible. And yes, this is Silicone. As you have seen, he is a fully wearable item. He looks wonderful on this display bust and can live on your shelf for the rest of his life if you want. But I mean, he's wearable, so why not go out there and cause some trouble in your own Black Lagoon? Just saying. But yes. So here...
I'm going to do a Jeremiah real quick because I know we had a request for Jeremiah the Frog. Tabby, while you're off camera, can you go over there and find me the Teratoma?
Sure. Here, I was just going to put him up on the shelf with everybody, though.
Alright guys, Jeremiah. And I can see just fine, I'm looking right here. I can see my hands out at the end. Alright, so there's Jeremiah, guys. Tabby is definitely in charge. You know how that works, Sean. Let's see here. All right, so perfect. All right, so then I got Teratoma.
Oops, sorry guys, didn't mean to kick that camera there. It looks like my camera is really dirty. Who touched my camera lens?
I didn't want to say anything, but yeah,
All right.
that's why it's been.
Pause for lens cleaning. Blackness, my soul is dark. All right, I think I cleaned up that lens a little bit, guys. Thank you for bearing with me for that. I apologize. And Donald, not a problem. I mean, we know that it's a weird time for a lot of people, so we're doing our best to make sure that we entertain you guys, okay?
So Teratoma, you would want to wear a balaclava, definitely on the bottom part, so that way it'll cover up any of the stuff going on here. And then you just get a much more nasty Teratoma looking.
I was like, you can always just put a whole bunch of blood right there, too.
Or, yeah, you can bloody yourself up and just make it all bloody.
Oh, Aiden wants the ice cream cone just to put on your counter. All right. Okay. I see what's going on there. We'll see what we can do, dude.
And then, so then I know there's Igor as well on the list.
Yes.
I think I want to do, you all right with me doing this version?
I think we're just going to do it. Sean says, no more waiting. Chance, were you asking how much Teratoma is? If so, Teratoma in that bloody red version that you saw Josh wearing is $750. So this is Igor, you guys. So it looks like there's a few other questions back there. Michael, to answer your question, we sort of take submissions for masks. We had to design a mask contest last year. I think I saw you maybe submitted for that. We are possibly going to do that again this year. We're just not quite sure on that. But I mean, hell, if you have a design, we'd love to see it. You know, we are always looking for new designs as well as sculptors. So, you know, shoot us an email with that information. Let us maybe see if we can make something happen. All right, guys, this is Igor. This is his first UV variant right here. As you can see, he is just amazing in my opinion. He's got full range of movement. You can tell that when Josh put the mask on, it didn't disform, it didn't lose its shape or anything like that. He's got a full range of movement when it comes to the mouth.
I have my mouth.
That's him putting his fingers in his mouth. You are a little bit of a mouth breather with this. It does have nose hole channels. However...
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
No, it's not bad at all. Josh, how's the vision on that? Pretty good, right?
Yeah, so it is a little bit more tunnel vision than this one. But it's not bad. I can see my hands to about there.
Yep.
And here, up and down, it's a little bit less.
Yep. And Tyler, yes, the bib on this one and on Creature are a little bit shorter than normal. You know, we're changing the design up a little bit, especially with Creature from the Black Lagoon. You know, his bib was only that long, so we didn't want to change the screen accuracy of it. And Chance, yes, on Jeremiah, that neck piece is all silicone. And Michael, yeah, we've done a way to... and there's a tube in that neck for Jeremiah where you can do an inflation station. If you want more information on that, shoot us a message. We'll get into that with you.
Igor.
Let's see. Sean, we love that Teratoma mask too, man. It's one of my favorites. Jasmine asked Josh, could you show how to wear a mask properly?
How to do the whole mask thing?
Yeah, so here, we'll go over on your mask, Jasmine. Basically the steps of how to put on and take off a silicone mask efficiently and properly for you. Eric, let me see what we can do about putting that Baba Yaga with horns on.
You know what? I think I had told him that I was going to do that, and
okay.
I forgot to pull him off the headphones. So,
okay.
Yeah, we will get that done.
Yes, Eric, we will. We'll make that happen.
I feel like I'm all messed up right now.
Because we're making Josh do all the try-ons. We traded places. Sean, I'm not sure if the bib could be made longer. I mean, in theory, yes, it could be. However, for Igor...
anything is possible, but yeah, that would be quite an extensive modification.
Yeah. So it's likely, not quite sure what that would look like or what that price point would be. But if you need it for whatever reason, you know, reach out to us. We'll look into that for you.
Okay, so again, guys, silicone mask versus a latex mask. Most latex masks, you're going to have a slit that goes up the back. So that way you can just even get the thing on because it won't stretch over your head. You notice there are no slits or holes in our mask. It's going to stretch over my head. Silicone, I always roll the bib over. Gives it just a little bit of extra strength, and it makes it so that I have something to grab onto. I stick my hands in like I'm diving into the swimming pool. All right, boom, just like this. Bib rolled over, and I stretch the bad boy out. I'm not going to rip it. You see what I'm doing to this hole right here? I'm just ruining that hole.
Wow.
Yeah, I did that on Facebook.
Wow.
Yeah. Stretch that hole out, all right? You're not going to rip the mask. Start at the back of your head, and I kind of just lock it on the crown of my head, and I do a little flip forward with my hands inside the mask. Look at this. My hands are inside. I can see out the eye holes, and I set it down on my face. I do a quickie little massage.
Got to make sure there's no tuck in the back of your neck.
And
Sometimes that happens, and then you're good to go.
Yeah.
There you are, Jasmine.
So that's the proper way to put it on. There are a couple variations. You know, some people will start at the forehead and kind of rock back and forth like that. That's totally acceptable too. It's really all about what you're comfortable with and not putting unnecessary pressure on the mask.
Yes.
Right? So you don't want to do your fingers through the mask.
Yeah, so when you're adjusting it, you don't want to adjust through the eye holes or the mouth area. You use your whole hands to massage on the outside of the mask to kind of shift it back up into place.
So if I had longer hair and I put the mask on and now all my hair is now in my eyeballs. And trust me, if you guys have masks, you're going to be like, oh, I know exactly what he's talking about. I go in the front of the mask and I just pull it away from my head and I'll do a little wipe away to get everything out of there. So that's usually the best way to do it. You don't want to be grabbing it by the eye holes. You don't want to grab it by the mouth and yank it down. Sorry, I totally adjusted it on my face, so it's off now. Taking it off. Couple different ways to take it off. For me, as a male, I have short hair. I find the best way to do it is to roll the bib up and then just kind of pull it over my face. I've also seen people, and I'll instruct people, to put their hands into their chin and just lift straight up with it. And so I'll do that last method right now. So we just kind of go in to the chin. Right. Bam. That easy. It's all a matter of preference. Again, there's no exact way to put them on and off.
There are wrong ways to put the mask on and off, but there are a few different ways that are successful to put the mask on and off.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's putting a mask on and off.
Sean says, how about what to use and what not to use to clean a mask? Well, Sean, we've covered that a smidge already, but you obviously don't want to use fire. Let's not use fire or acid to clean your masks. That is not recommended.
Although the silicone will probably be impervious to most of that, we still don't want to do it.
Honestly, to clean your mask, it's actually really easy. The care and maintenance is minimal. You can go as low maintenance as just giving a quick wipe out with a baby wipe. That's not going to hurt the mask at all. What we like to do at trade shows during try-ons for people is we clean it out with Lysol. Lysol is a cleaner and an antibacterial and antifungal. So we use that to clean out the mask. It's totally safe to use in your masks. Same with rubbing alcohol. If you have rubbing alcohol in a spritz bottle, you can spritz that a little bit. Obviously, don't put the mask right on after that. Let it air dry a little bit, or else you'll be huffing some fumes. But honestly, what we recommend for long use, so if you're a cosplayer or you're using this in a haunted house or you're using this in an environment where you're kind of sweating and building up a lot of sweat, honestly, a tub or a sink, fill it with water, a little bit of Dawn dish soap, dredge it out a little bit, get some soapy bubbles, run the water till it's clean, pull it out, pat dry it, and you're good to go. Yeah, so don't use fire. Don't clean your mask with fire. Or toxic waste. Just saying.
Jasmine, sorry, I missed a comment about putting the UV light on while still wearing that mask. I'll do it like right at the end. I'll just hold the mask and I'll turn it on for you.
Thank you very much for that mask demo.
Yeah. All right. Guys, we're 45 minutes into this one again.
Yeah.
You guys have been taking us long into these last couple of ones. We enjoy it.
Yeah.
It helps us pass the day a little bit better. Is there anything else that we can show you guys? Did we cover everything that you guys wanted to see today? Give it a few minutes for you guys to type and respond.
Right, we know what's going on. But guys, I just want to thank you all again so much for everybody's viewership and sharing of these videos. You guys have been an amazing audience. We are making a lot of sales that we normally haven't made yet. Normally the trade show doesn't start till tomorrow. But we want to make sure that we brought you guys a sale all week because we want to thank you for being A, avid fans of CFX, and B, sticking with us during this really weird and tumultuous time. So we're here to entertain you. We're here at Fansworld to bring the sale to you. And just to rehash for that sale, it goes until Friday. We're doing $100 off all of our full masks and gloves, $50 off our hood silicone products, so the deformed hoods, the hero hoods, the skull hoods, and the like. We're doing free domestic shipping. Woohoo! Free domestic shipping, you guys. So that's something we very rarely, if ever, offer. So make sure you get in on that. We're doing $100 credits. If you buy a licensed item, we're giving you a $100 credit towards a CFX product because we cannot discount licensed products. I'm sorry, but we're trying to make up for that by giving you a discount on another CFX product. And you're getting some swag. You're getting swag that you normally would have gotten at the trade show. We're giving you a really big, awesome CFX bag, a lanyard, some worms. So you can tell everybody CFX gave you worms, a sticker or two, and lots of love from CFX, I promise.
Tyler, I missed you last time. Sorry, buddy. Torque. I'll do the glove as well. But here's the torque head. There's a glove right back over here for me.
I got it. Gotta take your watch off.
1 second. Again with the glove, I always just kind of turn them out.
Oh, he wants the Baba Yaga mask. Not just,
That's right, the Baba Yaga too. Okay. So as I'm doing this, Tabby, will you grab Baba Yaga down?
Yeah, hold on. There's some questions that I wanted to get in there. Yeah, Tyler, we're getting you that torque right now with that glove. Eric, we'll get you that Baba Yaga next. And Sean, awesome. Make sure you leave Jonathan a message if he doesn't answer. We've obviously been inundated with a lot of calls.
All right, so you have the torque mask, which is a great fitting mask and actually has great visibility. I mean, out of all the masks that I've been wearing lately, I see the best out of this one. I have great mouth movement. I have great action.
This one does have a wide mouth as well, so we would recommend either a balaclava or blacking out your mouth. Donald, these discounts are available right now. If you go to our website, because of the sudden and really quick nature of the turnaround for this sale, some things may not be showing discount-wise on the website. You can place your order online and any discounts will be applied retroactively. We'll make sure we get those discounts to you. Or go ahead and email us at info@compositeeffects.com or give us a call at 225-756-7875. Speak with Jonathan if you want to see those discounts applied immediately.
So you see the gloves come right back off.
Simone, no, you don't have to keep the masks on the head form all the time. You can leave them in a bag or on your shelf off of the head form. It's not going to hurt or damage the mask in any way, shape, or form. It's not like latex, so it's not going to hurt the mask. It's not going to damage it. It's not going to corrode and deteriorate over time. So you're pretty safe to leave it laying flat. Hey Josh, how do you store your Yorick mask when you're not wearing it?
So my Yorick mask normally lives in a duffel bag with the rest of his costume. I've gotten so lazy these days, I don't even put him in the plastic bag anymore. He's just raw in a bag.
Giggity, raw in a bag.
You know me. 4 o'clock hour hits and I start getting nasty.
So we're pulling that Baba Yaga off that head form for you real quick right now. Tyler, I'm not sure what you mean by doing a Vulcan split in the glove. I mean, the glove for those are tri-fingered, so by proxy you're naturally doing the Vulcan salute. Same thing with the imp gloves, you're naturally doing that tri-fingered Vulcan salute. So in theory, yes. So here goes Josh, putting on a mask. That is a scary ass swamp witch. She has earrings too.
Candy in your feet, little girls.
Well, I did say Hansel and Gretel yesterday, so I guess I'm not wrong. Maybe just put one of these earrings in so you can kind of see what it looks like. With the earrings. So yeah, the earrings are not a standard option on Baba Yaga, and neither are the horns. It's just something, a modification that we decided to play around with.
Don't I look so pretty with my jewelry?
Get away from my rubber slippers! But yeah, so that's Baba Yaga for your darlings. Hold on, come here, hold on, earring, please. Sometimes, see, I gotta be a handler. I gotta do everything around here, you guys. I don't know what I do with, I don't know what they do without me.
I need hands on me at all times.
Whoa! causing trouble over here. All right, guys. I mean, we're getting close to the 5 o'clock hour. You guys have stuck with us this entire time. I'm really proud of you. I'm really excited. I'm really stoked that you guys are loving these live feeds as much as we are doing them for you. Do we got a few more questions before we call it wraps this time?
Does Baba Yaga have a hump? Yes, Baba Yaga does have a big hump on her back.
Lovely lady, huh? Check it out.
Right there. So when you wear it, you get a little bit of that little unnatural
Get a
action going
Quasimodo
on.
look going on there for you. And yeah, you guys, we did have a really cool photo shoot out in our backyard / swamp that we did with Baba Yaga. We had her on a whole bunch of promotional material that we were going to bring to Transworld. Obviously, we didn't make it to Transworld, so we're going to be sharing that photo shoot. Excuse me. Sharing that photo shoot probably later this week, by the end of this week, or by tomorrow. By Monday. I need more coffee, you guys. Sharing it by Monday, that way you guys can see some more cool stuff throughout the week.
Tyler, I spend all my day behind the camera. As soon as I get a chance to get a mask on and get crazy, yeah, you know what's coming out.
Yes,
so yeah,
absolutely.
and I love this stuff. I'm a big fan of the masks. I own a ton of personal masks that Tabby always has to yell at me to take the mask off. But yeah, so love it. All right, guys, I think we're gonna get ready to wrap this up.
All right, guys, if you don't have any other questions, or even if you do have more questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. We'd be more than happy to make sure we address those and we answer those at any point in time. We're going to be back tomorrow for our next round of live streams. We're going to go live at noon, so same schedule as today. We're going to go noon, 2, and 4 Central Standard Time because we're in Louisiana. So don't forget to make sure you adjust where you are for where we are so we can make sure you see us. And I think tomorrow we're going to be going over some UV stuff. I think we're going to talk about guts. And then maybe some apparel, maybe a live paint demo. I don't know. We're going to see what happens.
So I'm going to tease it, and we are going to be doing some live demos of stuff.
Yeah.
Painting and other stuff. So
other stuff?
Yeah, so we've been covering all the masks. We want to make sure we get these masks sold and out of here.
Absolutely.
But we also want to show you guys some stuff. So yeah, stay tuned in. We're not done with all the stuff yet. So yeah.
So we're not done with you. Hopefully you guys aren't done with us. So until tomorrow at noon, you guys, I will see you. Thank you so much for sticking with us. See you tomorrow. Hi guys, thanks for tuning into the channel and watching this video. Please make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and tune in for many more videos that we have coming in. You can check out some of our movement videos here, and you can check out some of our other videos from when we had Fansworld at CFX here. See you soon.